Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Midnight Movies. I am your co-host, Cody.
And I'm the other co-host, Nikki.
And today we are here to talk about Bring Her Back.
Bring her back.
Golly gee, just bring her back.
Bring her back already. Come on. Where the hell have you been, Loca?
Where have you been, Loke?
I hope I can say hell at the beginning. I think that's not a curse word, is it?
No, I think that's fine.
Okay,
I think it's like the actual. I mean, we're past the 30-second mark.
Is it 30 seconds? Okay, I thought it was a
So
minute.
yeah, like your fucks, your shits.
Okay.
I think YouTube cares more about that than anything.
Okay.
Before we get into our thoughts on this movie, I'm going to actually, because this movie is going to be a very depressing talk.
Oh, yeah.
I bought this a while back because I thought it would be fun on the podcast. I bought this video store candle.
Oh, I was like, it's a candle. What? It looks like banana coloring.
It kind of looks like that. I found this on Amazon. I was just browsing random things.
Can I smell it?
That's what we're actually going to do.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, because I think this will be like a good lighthearted thing at the very beginning. Let's see here. The scent profile for this candle is called Video Store, but it's obviously in the logo of Blockbuster. Mm-hmm. For our Gen Alpha listeners, Blockbuster was a video rental store.
Yeah, I don't really know if I even frequented one when I was younger.
Oh, that's right. You are a few years younger than I am. I used to go to Blockbuster all the time.
My hometown had Hastings.
Oh, okay.
That was the shit.
Literally,
I love Hastings. Bring it back. Bring that back.
Bring back video rental stores.
Please.
I kind of miss them.
Yeah, no, they're really don't even get me started on streaming sites. I hate them so much. Like, we might as well all just have cable again. Like,
yeah,
it pisses me off.
It's starting to get there. Either the bubble is going to collapse on that at some point, or eventually the streaming services will be owned by one.
I feel like it's probably going to be Disney. Disney owns everything.
Or Netflix or something like that.
It's going to be one of them.
But anyway, it's just called Video Store. I found it on Amazon. I don't know who the company is that made it. They make other different kind of scented candles. But the scent for this, it says scent profile, popcorn, carpet, and VHS.
All right.
Top notes are butter, carpet fibers, dust, and sugar.
Ooh, dust. I can't wait for my sinuses to just close up immediately.
I can already smell the carpet from a Blockbuster just by looking at this thing.
Ooh, I'm so excited. What a weird start to an episode. I love it, though.
I love it. Lighten the mood for a very depressing discussion we're going to get into.
Yeah, y'all are going to be sad.
It's going to be big sad. Mid notes are popcorn and VHS box, which I've never smelled a VHS Xbox. Yeah, I just imagine it smells like plastic.
Yeah, plastic. Yeah, because they are plastic. I don't know why I thought cardboard.
I don't know why my audio is so quiet. Hold on.
I told you, crank it up.
Let me turn. Okay, that might be better. Comment down below if that sounds better. We're getting there. We're getting there.
No, this last episode we just uploaded, Silent Night, Deadly Night. That sounds really good, and we were blowing that shit up when we were recording it.
It's because we were laughing like
we were
crazy. We'll see how much we laugh at this movie.
We won't. Well, it'll be very silent.
Probably. I'll try to make jokes where I feel like it's appropriate.
Yeah.
And then base notes are patchouli and sandalwood.
Patchouli, sandalwood.
I don't know what that means. So I've already smelled this. I'm not a fan, but let's see if.
Oh, I took a big old sniff. Oh, I regret it.
It's very. I wish the popcorn were more prominent.
I have a headache now. I got a headache from that.
Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to light it.
Light that bitch
and
up.
We're just going to have it like going, and then we're just going to.
It feels like a seance now.
We're going to
see.
Ceremony. We're going to start this.
We're going to bring her back right now.
We're going to bring her back. We're going to let this go and see how long it takes before we put it out.
Yeah,
to be like, oh god, this smells like shit.
For people out there, I will describe what I smelled. It smelled like if I spilled butter popcorn on the carpet and just stuck my face in the carpet and just.
The carpet smell was very strong. With
yeah, it really is.
Which is, hey, quiet up there. No, I'm just kidding. I hope the neighbors, apparently they've been having a birthday party going on over there, and there's been kids fucking running around.
Oh,
over
okay.
there
I was like, are
crazy.
they okay over there?
It felt like the ending of Weapons, just kids running around everywhere. So yeah, we'll just light this candle. We'll see how long it takes before we're just like, okay, we need to put this out.
Hopefully it's a horrible candle and it doesn't have a strong scent when lit. Anywho.
That's the lighter part of this podcast. So we're here for Bring Her Back, directed by Michael and Danny Philippou. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't know either, but they were YouTubers.
Oh yeah, I was going to bring that up.
Yeah, didn't know about them. I don't even know what they did on YouTube. Did they just like sketches?
They kind of just did sketches.
Okay.
Kind of like, The Whitest Kids You Know, which Zach Kreger did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too many of their videos. I did watch one of their videos from like years ago, even before Talk to Me came out.
Yeah.
It was a sketch called Marvel versus DC. And the whole premise of it is like you have all these characters, your Iron Mans, your Captain Americas, Batman, Superman, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. And they're in these like cheapo Party City costumes, like very low budget and everything. Okay. Like literally Hulk is just in like very poor put on green paint all over him. Okay. But as the video goes on and they're fighting, like the production value just goes up and up.
Oh.
Where it's like they're crashing through walls. Like Iron Man's flying at one point. Like someone like Thor takes his hammer and like throws a car up into the air.
Hell yeah.
So it's like it lures you into thinking, oh, this is going to be stupid. But then you see the production value and it's like, oh shit, they actually put some effort into this.
Oh, okay. I like that.
It's a really funny skit. I can see why you would take something like that and give them a movie because they're obviously like, and we'll talk about it with this movie, they're very good with practical effects.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
which this movie has a lot.
It has a lot, and they're really good, and I liked it.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, this isn't their first movie. They did Talk to Me, as we talked about. You just watched it for the first time not long ago.
Yeah, I watched this. I watched Talk to Me after Bring Her Back, and it had been on my watch list for a while. I like Bring Her Back more than Talk to Me. I saw a bunch of people like comparing the two, and like it was very much like either they prefer Talk to Me over or like vice versa. You know what I mean? I am very much more so on the Bring Her Back. I think that's a better movie than Talk to Me.
And to me, I watched Talk to Me a little over 2 years ago. I watched it just randomly one October because I was getting into my horror movie phase that I get into every October where I try to watch a bunch of new horror films. I remember I watched it. I liked it. Wasn't crazy about the ending to the movie, but I felt like the build-up and all the character work and everything in between worked very well.
It was solid. Yeah, it was definitely like, I feel like a lot of I feel like I've talked about this before too. Modern horror movies, like sometimes they make being relatable to the youths very cringy, and then they're like, oh, the youths, they use this kind of language and they say this kind of slang, and then it's just like people don't talk like that in real life.
Totally lit.
Totally lit, bruh.
Hashtag yeah.
Hashtag
I don't
YOLO.
know. I am way too old for that.
But no, but I feel like Talk to Me, they did a really good job making it seem normal.
Yeah.
I hated the main character though. I thought she was an idiot.
Here's the thing, it's been so long. I meant to rewatch it before this podcast, but I kind of just ran out of time and didn't. My memory of it is very fuzzy.
Well, she was totally hitting on her best friend's boyfriend.
Yeah, that's true.
And at first I was like, okay, is she like doing this because she's like possessed? But then I was like, no, she's just doing this.
But she lost her mom. Give her some slack. No.
If you lost your mom, you can hit on your best friend's boyfriend.
You can fuck your best friend's boyfriend.
That's crazy. Fine. Literally sucked on his toes. Spoiler alert.
Midnight Movies does not endorse cheating.
No, don't suck on anyone's
toes. Don't suck on anybody's toes.
That are not your actual significant other.
But no, it was a very well-made movie and it had a lot of good atmosphere. We'll talk about the themes of this movie, but like it had very similar themes of like grief, dealing with the loss of a loved one and stuff like that. I just wish that ending were better. and I think I like the movie a whole lot more.
Of Talk to Me.
Of Talk to Me,
Yeah.
yeah. But I guess we'll get into this movie. Nikki, what do you think of Bring Her Back?
You know what? At first, when I first watched this, I was like, I was so annoyed by the woman that I wanted to punch her in the face. And I'm like, I freaking hate this. Good movie, though, but I hated her, you know, and it's hard to, like, separate the two. But then when I gave it a second watch, I'm like, still hate her, but this is actually, like, a really good movie. It's sad. It's so sad. It's one of the saddest horror movies I've seen since I think this is a Taiwanese.
Talk to Me. No,
kidding. I think this is a Taiwanese film, and it's called The Sadness. That one's really. Like,
I would hope that movie would be sad.
It is.
Otherwise, it's false advertising.
Yeah, but yeah, I was like, it's heart wrenching. You feel for the kids in this movie because it's too.
It's two.
It's like a 17-year-old.
Yeah, it's like 17-year-old Andy and his. I'm guessing like
13?
10 or 11.
Really, I was thinking like 12, 13.
It might be like 12 or something.
10 to 13. We're bad with children's ages.
I cannot guess children's ages.
No, but you feel for them, and it's just so horrible seeing. Oh, and then not Andy, Oliver.
Oh yeah, Oliver. Yeah,
Oliver. He was like, I think maybe 7 or 8.
In the movie, his character is supposed to be 10.
Is it 10? Okay.
Not to give a little spoiler, but there is a piece of information in the movie later on where it does confirm 10. His age.
Yeah, no.
I remember specifically seeing that and being like, oh yeah, he's 10. Okay, great.
Because I feel like a lot of times when they have kids in movies, like they're the antagonists and they're the creepy ones and stuff. But this time, these horrible things are happening to these children.
That being said, Oliver is a very creepy kid. Good job on getting...
They're great actors.
The kid himself is not like creepy. It's just the way he portrays himself.
Yeah, and I mean, we won't spoil it right now, but like there's a reason why he's being creepy and stuff because he himself isn't, but there's a reason why.
And in the makeup, as it gradually goes along, you see little subtle differences in his design that makes him look unsettling.
Oh yeah, but no, I loved. Because again, and then I don't know, child actors can be like a hit or miss, but like when they're a hit, they're a hit.
Yeah, I feel like recently though.
Oh, we've had some.
We've been having some great child actors.
Yeah, and then what was the actress's name that played his sister? I think I have Sora Wong.
Sora Wong, yeah.
Yeah, as Piper.
She is brand new. This is, I believe, her first film.
Oh, and she did so amazing.
She was great.
And it's because they wanted an actress that was actually visually impaired. And her mom like saw an ad on Facebook for this casting.
Crazy.
And
I mean,
was like,
I guess when you're dealing with YouTube filmmakers, that is how they advertise.
She took.
You want to be in a movie? Come join our Facebook page.
Yeah. And she did amazing. I was like, I don't know, and I love movies that have like more unknown actors in it that are just like really, really good. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I eat that shit up.
It's so good. But anyway, I have purposefully kind of kept my thoughts very vague from you because you were very curious as to what I thought. I really like this movie.
Okay, I was like, there's no way that you can't like this.
You said
movie.
that there's a camp between people who like Talk to Me over Bring Her Back or vice versa. I fall into I like Bring Her Back more.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So
mainly because I feel like the ending of this movie, it sticks the landing.
It does.
In my opinion.
No, I feel like from start to finish, it's very cohesive. There wasn't any part in this movie where I was kind of like, come on, like, let's get to the point. Let's get to the plot. Let's get to the climax. Like,
yeah. Character motivations feel very realistic. There's not really any point in the movie where I feel like characters are making dumb decisions just for the sake of moving plot. I feel like everyone is acting reasonably like within the situation that they're being put in.
Yeah.
The only big thing that I have about this movie is the editing kind of feels weird. Where it's just like we kind of get glimpses and flashes of different things. It kind of makes the movie feel a bit jumbled.
Okay.
At points where it's just like you get a flash of this, and even if it's important, then we cut to a different flash of something else.
Okay.
The movie doesn't do it all the way throughout, but there are times where it's just like it can be confusing, especially on a first viewing.
Yeah, and we'll get into it later whenever we're doing spoilers and stuff, but there's some parts of this where I missed on my first watch, where whenever I was reading stuff online, either on Letterboxd, I think I even went to Reddit for this one too. People were like, if you didn't notice that in your first watch, you're an idiot. And it's like, okay, calm down. Calm down.
Like, I watched this movie twice. I watched it once the Sunday after we recorded Weapons. And then I watched it again today to get, like, more of a refresher on everything. And yeah, I definitely picked up on more my second watch.
And usually that's what happens. Because, you know, you kind of know the base plot now and you can kind of pay attention to, like, other little details. And that's okay. Yeah, crazy people of Reddit.
Your first watch is usually supposed to be absorbing the movie, like
the entertainment
factor. Or lack thereof. We're talking about this.
True.
This movie is a hard watch.
It is, yeah. The sadness of it all.
Not just the depressing themes of it, but like this movie isn't gory from beginning to end, but when it gets to the violence, it is brutal.
It punches you in the face.
It is
quite heavily.
Much like Talk to Me was, where it's like the movie's not violent throughout, but when it hits you with that violence, my God, is it terrifying.
It really just goes like full force.
It immediately. Is full force. And we'll talk about
it. For both of them.
There are literally scenes in this movie the first time I had a hard time watching, and when I watched it a second time, one of them I had to skip over because it's like I can't physically watch that again.
And the thing is, I love like body horror movies, and that's not necessarily like gore. Yeah. But there is gore in them, and obviously I watch a lot of horror, so that's just like. But there was a scene in this where I did look away my first watch because I was like, that's a lot.
It feels too real.
It does.
That's what makes it so brutal in this movie is it feels real.
No, the whole thing, like all of it. I mean, even I would say all of it seems real. I mean, obviously, like some parts are kind of crazy.
I mean, we are dealing with a supernatural element throughout this movie, so
but
it's not entirely.
It does still feel real.
Yeah,
though.
It feels grounded in actual real life, like horror.
Yeah, definitely. Okay,
but yeah, so I guess we're kind of on the same page.
We are. So I feel like we are.
Let's get into this. We start off with, we get to see this cult. Like, we get a brief glimpse of it through, like, they're filming their ritual. One detail that I really liked was during the, title card sequences, where it's, like, produced by and stuff like that. They snuck in the little, like, this is not a cult, title card in there. And it's not a movie production. It's just... It feels like you're starting to watch the VHS of the cult, and like it's like them trying to convince you we're not a cult.
We're not a cult, you guys.
Despite the fact they 100% are.
Oh, for sure. And the fun thing about this movie too is they had like a what do they call? Is it an ARG? Is that what they're called? Is that a gun? What did I just say?
An AK-57.
Weapons.
No, that was last week's episode.
Whenever like they put.
Something online.
Yes.
An ARG, yeah.
Okay,
you got it.
Perfect. No, they made online an ARG where you can go to a website and it has where they made it so that it was kind of like quote unquote like believable where she would have found because our main antagonist of this movie has this video of this cult that's not a cult doing this ritual and it online for this movie they made it so that they're like this is the site that she bought this from and it has like different things that like you can like quote unquote buy and whatnot and I thought that was fun.
That sounds fun. I actually heard about that. I haven't had a chance to actually go and visit the site.
I visited it and then I immediately exited it because I was like this seems like I shouldn't be on here.
I feel like I'm doing something that's going to put me on an FBI watch list.
No, for sure. I was like, I feel like I'm on like the black market right now. I need to get off of here.
But anyway, you mentioned that the main villain of this movie, I guess, her name's Laura, played by, I got her name here, Sally Hawkins.
Fucking Laura.
Great actress. Despite the fact that I've only seen her in a couple movies. They're the Godzilla movies.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't have much of a role in them, but I think she's good in them. She's great here.
Was she the one in the Paddington movies?
She might have been.
I think I saw people talking about that.
I'm going to look up her filmography.
I feel like this might have been the first and possibly only movie I've seen her in.
Yeah, she was in both Paddington movies.
Yeah, people were surprised by. They're like, the mom from Paddington. What? I hated this bitch. She played a great antagonist.
Here's the thing.
I hated her.
You call her an antagonist, and I would agree with you on that phrase. I don't think she's a villain. If there is a villain in this movie, it is this unseen cult.
Yes.
They are the ones perpetuating all of this. And I feel like they very much manipulated her into
for sure.
doing this ritual. Because the whole premise of this movie is her daughter died.
She drowned.
She drowned in her pool. Although a little bit ambiguous when we get to a flashback of like that event. Mm-hmm. There's blood coming out of her head. So it's like, did she drown or was there blunt force trauma involved?
She maybe like slipped and fell and then like maybe she was like coming up and hit her head on like the side and then like got knocked out and like that's how she drowned. But
anyway, I feel like when her daughter died, either she sought out this cult, or one of my theories is that this cult found her through her grief and was like, hey, your daughter's dead and you're obviously grieving over her. We have a way that you can bring her back. Mm-hmm. Title card. Title card.
Cinema.
Roll credits. We're done.
We're done.
But yeah, like, she is an antagonist. She does all these evil things. Mm-hmm. But, like, one of the things that I like about all the characters in this is that they aren't black and white evil. Mm-mm. Even when Laura's doing these horrific things.
And I hate her.
And you don't agree with her. Mm-hmm. And I don't agree with her. But at the same time,
she's going through grief.
I understand.
A grief that I've never felt, and I hope no one has to feel with, like, losing a child.
I mentioned in Weapons, I don't have kids. Mm-hmm. So I can never relate to that. But, like, I have a niece and nephew. Mm-hmm. And if something like that happened to them, I don't know how I would react.
Well, and see, it's tough because, like, she lost her daughter at such a young age, and she's just, and that she was like, I would do anything to have her again. Mm-hmm. And to me, I feel like maybe she just went and did a Twilight Google search and was like, how to bring back my daughter.
We learned through this movie she just has a hard time letting go, which is foreshadowed early in the movie when Piper and Andy get to her house. Mm-hmm. She has a stuffed dog, which is
I didn't even put those two together.
Which is foreshadowing. Ooh. She has a hard time letting go. So obviously the death of her daughter, she can't let that go. Physically can't. She even says it in a line of dialogue where she's like, I couldn't stand lying in my bed sleeping knowing that my daughter was in the ground. So...
And it's so, like we said, this is going to be a really sad
this is not going to be a very fun... That's why we got the candle going.
Yeah, we have this nice, lovely, great smelling candle.
But we kind of been jumping around here, but we get
we'll go back.
Like after we get the introduction to this cult.
Which, by the way, strong opening.
Very strong
opening. Immediately pulls you in and you're like, what the hell is going on? I need to know more.
Talk to Me had a very similar thing because they had it's the most memorable part of the movie for me.
They had a strong
where they had the beginning, you follow this guy walking through the house who's being like crazy.
It's like a house party.
Yeah.
He's being a little insane.
Uh-huh. And then I'm trying to remember how it ends. He kills himself.
I think.
Or he kills someone else.
He stabs his brother, question mark?
Yeah. He stabs somebody.
Yeah, he stabs his brother and then kills himself.
Okay, yeah. So it's like, they know how to make a good, strong opening because even in these glimpses, you start to see how the cult works. One of them is hanging a different person. You learn later in the movie that in order to bring a person back, the body that you're going to put them into has to die the same way that the person you're trying to bring back died.
Yeah.
So, they're setting it up right here in the very beginning. And even in the camera, we get a close-up on one of the women in this facility, and she has the same mark underneath her eye as Oliver will have throughout the movie. Mm-hmm. So they're laying it in here at the very beginning of just how this cult works, which I appreciate that.
It's such a good, strong opening. But then after this is when we then are kind of flash forward in a way.
Yeah, depending on when this whole cult stuff takes place. We get introduced to Andy and Piper, the stepbrothers, And poor Piper,
step brother and sister.
Yeah, poor Piper. She gets bullied on by these
these
asshole
little
teenage
bitches.
girls. Why are you making fun of a blind girl?
Like, Piper just goes over and she just wants to talk. And she's
she
just like,
wants
hey,
to
like,
hang out.
what's going on? Like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, hey. And, like, just being little bitches and making fun of her.
We have to go down to the disabled, like, clinic and just make fun of them. Okay, bitch, go away.
Insane. And then, you know, Piper, like, she's visually impaired. Mm-hmm. Like, her eye is, I think.
It's her left eye that kind of, it moves independently from her other eye.
And then, of course, the girls are sitting there, like, mocking her.
Yeah, they're making faces and stuff like that. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then her brother comes over to kind of, like, save her and is like, hey, like, I've been waiting for you. And, you know, Piper being a tween girl is like, I don't know this kid, like, you know, like...
He's a pedophile.
Yeah,
I thought that was a very funny line.
Literally says that he's a pedophile. I'm like, Piper.
I thought that was a very funny line, though. Just like, I don't know him. He's probably a pedophile. And he's like, what? No, I'm your brother.
I was like, dude. I was like, cut him some slack. So he gets her out of there, and she's like, did they like they hated me, right? And he's like, no, like, they liked you. Like, he's trying to be supportive.
He's trying to make sure that she doesn't feel bad.
Yeah, and you can kind of see they have a good sibling dynamic.
Oh yeah, they have that code word that they give to each other back and forth, grapefruit, which basically is their way of just being like, is what you're saying honest, or are you telling the truth?
Dead ass.
Sort of, yeah, dead ass. For real. No cap.
No cap. Whatever that was good. No cap.
In a lesser horror movie, you would have a teenager unironically say, no cap?
No cap? Dead ass?
Fucking cap? How dare you? But yeah, we're established with Andy. He's a very caring brother, which is in stark contrast to how his character is going to go through all of these events. We need to establish very early on, he actually cares for Piper.
Oh, like, deeply, yeah.
When he's walking her home, he's just like, where's your walking stick? And stuff like that. Like, really looking out for her, despite some of the motivations that we'll get into later on.
He's a sweet brother. But then they get home, and this is when...
Their father...
Yeah.
I was kind of confused on this of, like, they get home, their father has collapsed and died in the shower.
Because he's been in the shower for a while, and they can't get a hold of him. Piper's kind of freaking out.
Yeah,
and she calls
like,
Andy.
He usually responds by now.
And you know, because the door's locked, and so Andy has to come and, like, jimmy the lock open.
Which, by the way, that comes back later.
That does come back.
Again, they're setting things up. I love it. I
like how they did this, and, like, it wasn't, like, so in your face, like, hey, this comes back later. Remember this part. It was just little subtle things like that, so I appreciate it.
But yeah, they find their father dead on the ground. It's never made clear, at least not that I could catch, of how he died. So on Wikipedia, it said he was going through cancer treatment. I don't remember them ever explicitly stating that in the movie. I thought because of how it looks that he died of a heart attack.
Well, see, and I've seen theories about people saying that Laura? Yeah, Laura had targeted this family.
Okay, because there is a line later on in the movie that she lets slip. I even put it in my notes. She says, I killed him.
Yeah, she literally tells Andy, I think, that she killed...
She slips it in as like a means of just like kind of fucking with him. Of just like, wait, did I really hear you say that right now? And then she just kind of brushes past it.
Yeah. But no, like, people were saying that, like, she, like, did, and this was part of the ritual.
I do have in my notes that it does seem like Laura did target Piper specifically, because Piper is blind, and we'll learn that Laura's daughter was blind as well. I think there is some validity there of just, like...
I think so, too.
I think Laura did have something to do with the death. It's just, it's never... Well, and there's never a revelation of just like, this is how he died.
And then isn't that how Laura is part of this foster program, is because the fact that she worked there before?
Yes, and
so
it's like... So
she could have, like, and obviously, like, Piper and Andy, you know, like, their stepbrother and sister, and it's just like... I don't think that they ever, like, said, like, how their stepbrother and sister...
I think,
or, like,
from what I could gather... Because
they were in the system beforehand.
Andy talks about how his dad married her mom.
Okay.
And that's how they're related. one thing that's also never made clear is what happened to the mothers. Like, what happened to Andy's mom, what happened to Piper's mom.
Yeah.
They're obviously not in the picture anymore because they go into foster care. Once the father
died, they go directly to foster care. And
so
they try to split them up, too.
Yeah, they try. Like, the psychiatrist or the social worker is just like, yeah, no, you're going to stay here for crazy. Another few months until you turn 18, and then Piper's going to go live with this other woman.
And he's like, both of them are like, wait, you can't split us up. Like, no. And, like, because Andy's like, I take care of her. Like, I look out for her. Like, you can't split us up. And she's like, yeah, well, like, the foster home that we're sending her to, like, they don't deal with kids who have had... What was the word she was saying? Like, issues or, like, troublesome
troubled
children.
Kids, because we learn in this scene that Andy has had some trouble in his past, which will come up later with what Laura does to her, to him. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I assumed Andy's gender right there. I'm sorry.
done
this
to Andy.
This podcast is woke. No,
but, no, but I think it's crazy that they were even going to allow Laura to split them. I'm sure that happens all the time. They just kind of pick whoever can take a kid.
Yeah, but at the same time, you have to also remember they're not biologically related to each other. So it's just like, in the eyes of the government, there's no real reason why they need to go together.
It's so annoying. I hate the government.
But anyway, they allow Andy to go because Andy wants, like, custody of Piper, but he has to wait till he's 18.
He's not 17 yet.
No, he is 17. He's not 18
yet. Not 18 yet.
He's got 3 more months until he turns 18, and then when he does, he can apply for guardianship. But in the meantime, he has to be on his best behavior. He's got to be a good little boy until he turns 18, and that is going to paint the motivations of Laura going forward.
Yup, it sure is.
This is a fun podcast.
Yeah, and so this is when we meet Laura, right?
At her house. When we first get in there, she's blaring music.
Trying to be so relatable and cool and chill.
Oh, I didn't take that at all, because later on in the movie when, like, Oliver's freaking out and she's trying to get him back on the possession.
You think
she's
that's
playing music.
Why?
I feel like she's trying, in a way, to set up the ritual. Like, she now has custody of Piper, so she's getting things ready.
Okay.
Before that, we have, like, this tender scene. We forgot to mention it, where it's like Piper's underneath her bed and Andy joins underneath there. It's because there are 2 lines of dialogue that come into play later on in the movie. What is it? Andy just describes to Piper of just like, oh, when people die, it's like they're not burned, they're not buried. They just catch a plane later.
Oh.
Which, when we get to the father's funeral, one thing that we see flying above is a plane.
I didn't even catch that dialogue. I was like, oh, just being cute.
And then, to jump ahead to the end, when we're in spoilers.
Yeah, so that's fine.
When Andy dies, when Piper's in the car at the end, she hears a plane flying over.
Ooh, chills. It gave me chills.
There's a lot of good, like, subtle setting up of everything.
Everyone on Reddit's really like, you didn't notice that? You didn't notice that even your second watch? Sorry, you guys.
I didn't notice it the first time.
Yeah,
I thought the first time at the end of the movie, it's like, well, why is she, like, listening to that plane? What's the significance? It's because Andy describes...
I didn't even catch that.
Like, a type of passing into the afterlife is catching a plane.
Oh, my God.
And then she also... Andy says, do you want to take some of Dad's clothes with you? Just to smell them. And she's just like, well, they're clean, so they're not going to smell like him. Later on in the movie, Laura is going to use Andy's deodorant as a way to trick Piper into thinking that Andy's doing all these abusive things. So it's like, there's a lot going on in these first, like, 30 minutes to set up things that are going to play out throughout this movie.
And I love how it's not, like, in your face about it.
They present it to you, and it feels real.
Yeah. Ooh, I like it. But anyways, we meet bitch ass Laura. Grieving Laura. Sorry, I don't like her.
Although at the beginning, she's just like, she's kind of doing her best to just be like, ooh, it's so nice to have you guys here.
Well, and she's showing, she's mainly showing Piper around.
Yeah, when she takes that picture of all three of them, notice how her head's blocking Andy's, already putting in the, I'm going to get rid of you.
No, she immediately just does not give a shit about Andy. And when she's showing them their rooms, she takes Piper to her daughter's old room.
Yeah.
And it is just so beautifully decorated. It's very girly.
No door,
cute.
though.
No door.
I guess it doesn't matter to a blind girl, but eventually that girl's going to grow up and she's going to want some privacy, blind or not.
Yeah,
I would request
it's just
a door.
I was going to say, it's just like the beads.
Yeah, it's just like beads hanging down. That way anyone can enter.
I love that. But again, like, no door. Like, you do want privacy. And then she's like, oh, Andy, by the way, your room's down there. And it's literally...
It's like... I don't even know how to describe the room. It's almost like a laundry room, but not really. It's kind of like a spare room in like the side of the house that was supposed to be like a laundry room or something like that.
It's like an extension or something.
It's like a storage room or something like that.
Yes, a storage room that has been repurposed to just have a bed in it for him.
Yeah, just like, here, lie right down.
Yeah, and here's a mattress for you, kid. And he's like, all right. He's trying to play it cool. He's like, I need to be in my best behavior. Like, I want custody of Piper. Like, just 3 months we have to be here, and that's it. Oh, I'm so sad.
So sad.
Andy, why?
They go out to the backyard.
Big old pool.
Big old pool. Laura says, don't let the cat out. And that's very significant because I feel like, fucking right, McAfee. Go away. I don't care.
Pop up.
My trial ended 3,000 days ago. Doesn't matter. But she's like, don't let the cat out. Mainly because, like, we go into the backyard. The cat's there. We see, like, a chicken coop out there that's full of chickens. We learn later that part of this ritual in this cult is, like, the person who's, like, holding the soul must, like, consume a bunch of food or, like, organic material. And I believe the reason that cat is there is because it's supposed to be consumed.
You think?
And so Laura's just like, don't let the cat out because it's not time for him to be consumed yet.
Oh, man. Well, I mean...
Because,
later.
like, throughout the movie, it's like whenever Oliver gets a hold of the cat, like, at one point, the cat, like, jumps up on the couch and it's bleeding. So it's like Oliver bit it.
Oh, no, yeah, there is a scene. And I'll get to this part later. But, yeah, it was like, there's a scene where he definitely bites the cat.
So it's like I feel like Laura knew that this entity has to
she was just gonna feed him
bunch
whatever
of food. So she was just like, well, I'll get this cat.
Yeah.
The cat will be eaten. I'll get a bunch of these chickens. He can eat the chickens, sort of thing.
But yeah, so they go into the backyard, and that's where they see Oliver for the first time, right?
In the pool.
Yeah, being a little creepy, just standing in the pool.
Well, it's not so much he's being creepy, it's just like he's very unnerving. Like he's just standing there, he's not
unnerving.
talking.
That is a better.
He's just staring at people. Laura describes it as just like, oh, he's like selectively mute, when we figure out no, it's because he's got a fucking demon in him.
Yeah, so the whole point of her having Ollie around, she kidnaps Ollie as well. He's a missing person, but she tells Piper and Andy that it's her nephew, correct?
I believe
nephew,
so.
I believe, or godson.
I think that
nephew.
was something I picked up on my second watch. And first watch, I just thought it was another foster kid.
No, I think she says this is my nephew.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she says they're related, but the purpose that she has him for is because he is the being that has the demon.
He's a conduit.
Yes.
So, like, the way this ritual works is you have to take the soul out of the dead body into this kind of in-between. And then what happens is that in-between then, I guess, barfs the soul into the next body, which is why he needs to consume a lot of matter, because he's like trying to get that soul into him and then regurgitate it into this.
Well, not only does, and we'll just tell you the whole ritual now. I mean, not only does he have to eat a bunch of things before that, because, this demon, like, he's getting hungry, so he's eating a lot.
Throughout the movie, he grows more aggressive because he's just like, I gotta fucking eat stuff. I'm gonna eat this fly.
The demon also has to eat the dead body of the person.
He has to consume part of the organic matter.
Not the whole body. But yes, he does have to consume the body of the person that he's trying to bring back.
Because throughout the movie, we do see more of that videotape.
That's how you get the soul.
Yeah, we do see more of the videotape, and we get more information of how things work. At one point, we see like one person who is the conduit, like eating the dead body of the person like you want to take the soul from, and then we see them regurgitate that into the new host.
Yes. And then that new host pops back up.
And it's just like, why am I alive?
Yeah, crazy awakening at that point.
I mean, we can ask the question now. Do you think this ritual would actually bring that daughter back? Or do you think it's a Rosemary's Baby situation where it's like it'll just become the host to a demon?
That's the thing, because in here, and I guess I'll bring this up now because we've already talked about Oliver eating things. But when Oliver eats something, he can mimic their voice.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's why later on when he eats the cat, we'll get to that later, but he meows like the cat. And then there are other parts where he'll eat a person. Yeah, like he mimics the voice. So there's a lot of people, theories saying that is it actually the person they're bringing back, or is it just the mimic? Yeah, exactly.
Like, almost like a skinwalker.
You're not supposed to say that.
I don't care.
You project it onto you. I didn't say it. I don't care.
What is that out in the window?
No! I freak out about that shit.
I closed the windows because I know that happened last time.
That did happen last time.
Where you're just like, I fucking saw something out there. And I was like, don't worry, that's the demon we keep back there.
Oh my gosh.
His name is Oliver.
His name is Oliver. So there's a lot of theories. To me, honestly, I think it might just be a mimic.
I feel like it is a demon situation. Like,
I think
this
so.
cult just wants to, because that's what cults do. PSA from Midnight Movies, cults are bad.
Cults are bad. Or, like, they could also just be blissfully ignorant and, like, just really think that they are bringing these people back, but, like, this demon's just playing them all.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like that, even if Laura had been doing this ritual right, which we'll get into, she hasn't been. Even if she did everything right, like, the entity that would be in Piper's body would not be her daughter.
No.
It would be something else completely. Yeah. I fully believe that. You can't trust cults that
you can't
try to bring people back from the dead.
I have more notes, but I'll get to that towards the end because that's ending stuff. Oh, well, actually, I'll say this real quick. I guess the whole genre that these brothers wanted to do is called psychobiddy. Have you heard of that genre before?
No.
Yeah, it's formerly glamorous older women becoming mentally unbalanced and terrorizing those around them.
Did that happen in Talk to Me?
No, this was in Bring Her Back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it started.
Oh, no. Yeah, like this is the genre that they wanted for Bring Her Back.
Oh, man. They probably loved weapons then.
Oh, yeah. Seriously. They probably did. They were
like, shit. I wish we could have done that. Why didn't we think of that?
Right. I feel like they would have done it great. But yeah, that was the genre that they were going for this. And I wanted to say that because I'm like, I've never heard of psychobiddy before.
I have never. I mean, these directors are Australian, so they come up with weird terminology like that. So I feel like that is a phrase that they coined because I literally have never heard about that until right now.
No, like it's on Wikipedia. There's a whole little thing. If you click on it, there's like
really.
Yeah.
Are there other movies listed?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
I was like, I'm pretty sure there was. I was like,
wonder
this
if
is like
weapons
a whole thing.
is a part of that.
Right. It has to be now.
It has to be.
But also other fun fact. They say that Bring Her Back and Talk to Me, their two movies are in the same universe.
Yeah, they say.
I love that.
I think they say like it's taking place on the same street or something like that.
I think they say that, yeah.
Which is weird because like Laura's house seems
very like
isolated.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Like it's in the middle of a forest.
Maybe it's a couple streets down.
Or maybe it's just like you'll sometimes have like a neighborhood that's right there and then there's a forested area right there. Maybe it's like buried in between there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's very secluded though to do all of these things.
Oh, that would be interesting to have the Talk to Me demon fight. The Bring Her Back demon.
It's going to be their third movie.
The crossover that we need, Bring Her Back versus Talk to Me.
Talk to Me, yeah.
I mean, they do drop that line in the movie Talk to Me.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, when Andy's cutting the fruit for Oliver, he's like, here, you can write down I can talk to you and you can talk to me.
But
I wonder if they're going to work that into their third film.
I
they
hope
just
so.
drop the title.
They say bring her back or something.
Yeah. It'll be like a kidnapping scenario, and it'd be like,
back.
Bring my daughter back. Bring her back.
Yes. Dude, please. Okay.
Hollywood, hire us.
We have great ideas.
We have wonderful ideas.
Okay, they meet Ollie.
Mm-hmm.
Or Oliver. What happens next? I want to just go, but don't they go to the funeral?
Yeah, they go to the funeral of the father. Very awkward. Obviously, Andy can't look at the father, because
he has trauma from seeing him
lying
naked
on
with
the ground.
he and his dad had
vomit all over him.
It was a lot, and so obviously just seeing his dad again, if he makes eye contact with him, he's for sure gonna have a panic attack.
Yeah, but not only that, we learn throughout the movie that his father was abusive to him. So it's
he probably doesn't know what to feel.
It's a double layer of just he also doesn't want to look at him because it's this motherfucker hit me when he was alive, and I hate him.
That's hard to deal with, especially at that young age, being this man was torturous to me and abused me, but also he's dead now and I feel grief for him, but then I'm also I'm glad you're gone, but there's so many layers to it. But of course, Piper's there, and she wasn't abused by her father.
No, the father loved her. Mm-hmm. Andy described once he married Piper's mom, it's he found the family that he always wanted, and then there was this blight known as Andy. Mm-hmm. And that's why he was a troubled youth. He would get into trouble to get his father's attention, and it didn't work. He would be abusive. He would hit him. Very important detail to know when he says that is just every time he would turn the shower on to cover up the noises of him hitting me. So, the shower is very much a motif of Andy trying to deal with not only the guilt that he has of failing to revive his father, but also the trauma he experienced at his father's abuse. Yeah. So this movie's layered. I love it. It's
super layered. But of course, Piper's there, and she is how does he look? She wants to know, and she can't see him, obviously. Yeah. And he's just yeah, he looks good. He looks good, Pipe. And she's grapefruit. And so she's saying dead ass, are you looking? And he's grapefruit.
He's yeah, he's looking bussin' for real, no cap.
Stop. But so he obviously lies to Piper at this point, even though he said grapefruit. He's not supposed to do that. But he just can't explain to her right now, girl, I can't look at him, and why? Because he doesn't want her to know that he was abusive to him. Because he's still trying to cover for him, being Piper thinks that he's this great guy. I don't want to taint that version of him for her, especially in death.
Not only that, but it's just hard for a 17-year-old to just
to even voice that.
Yeah, your dead father looks great.
Yeah, so. It's tough, or being yeah, hey, I'm really not looking at him because I can't, because I'm about to have a panic attack.
I'm having an anxiety attack right now as we speak.
But fucking Laura's back there in a brightly colored attire, by the way.
Yeah, she's wearing purple.
Yeah, she is very reminiscent of what Gladys would wear. I feel in Weapons. They have the same.
I feel not as garish, but yes very similar.
It's adjacent for sure. If they saw each other, they would complement each other's outfits.
They would.
Yeah.
Couples idea for
yes.
For a Halloween costume. Laura and Aunt Gladys.
Oh no, a throuple costume.
Oh, with long legs.
With long legs too, yeah.
We got to find some more weird killers in movies and
that are
create this whole Avengers of just weird characters.
Assemble. But so then Laura breaks it to Piper, being yeah, Andy, you didn't look at him, and you have to look at him, or the dead can't pass on, or she says some bullshit.
Well, she says that. Because it ties in with how she feels about her daughter, just some people believe that the soul stays within a body months after the person dies, which is very much showing Laura's mental state of just she thinks her daughter is still within that body. Yeah. So yeah, she drops that information on Andy. Very much intentional, but she kind of phrases it in a way that it seems unintentional, but she's planting those seeds in there.
And she just tells on him to Piper, being hey, he lied to you. And Piper's Andy, you said grapefruit. And he's I'm sorry.
He's sorry.
Bro,
dude, I don't want to tell you, like, I can't look at our dead father because it is awful.
So Laura drags him back in there.
To kiss him.
Makes him kiss his dead father. I was livid. I said, this nasty bitch. I hate her.
And then she kisses him?
Kisses him.
That was the moment that I was just like, whoa.
She's like, oh, this is a tradition thing. Or like somewhere she
Although
says that.
I think she's using that as an excuse.
Oh, for
because
sure.
she gets the father's hair.
She clips his hair off.
Which we talk about the mimic situation when we get later on in the movie, like Andy has a premonition of his father. We see the moment where it's like Oliver eats the father's hair. It is theorized because there's like a brief flash where you see Oliver, and it's like, oh, Oliver was projecting the image of the father to Andy. Yeah. So I like details like that.
Oh, it's so good, right?
So good. But yeah, like Laura's being very weird about the whole thing. We see, like, her starting to plant seeds of doubts of Andy's, like, ability to care for Piper.
And his honesty to her and everything. We see it
in the previous scene where it's like Andy's texting some person, some friend, just being like, hey, these people are kind of fucking weird. I don't know how to... I don't know how to deal with this.
I agree. Yeah, he's like, these people are fucking weird. And of course...
Laura comes in and she's like, well, who are you texting? And he's like,
which is a weird thing.
It's nobody. And then Andy makes a mistake of laying his phone down for a second and Laura picks up the phone.
And just starts going through it like she owns the thing. And I'm like, excuse me.
Well, not only that, she's finding... Well, it's kind of a double thing. She's trying to find evidence against Andy.
Yeah.
And also, I would imagine she's trying, because later on she gets access to his phone again, trying to find if he has any evidence of Oliver's existence on that phone, because if he does, and he goes to someone, the whole operation is kaput.
I mean, because he was talking about Oliver in that text.
And he was taking pictures of Oliver as well.
Oh.
That's why later on when she's deleting those photos, like she deletes a photo of Oliver, you see the cat. She doesn't delete that because it's just a fucking cat. Who cares? She's trying to not have a paper trail of this missing kid at her
being
house.
At her fucking... Because, yeah, he's a missing child.
Yeah.
And it's like, no one has... Okay, whatever.
Well, I don't think anyone's suspicious of her because she was
understandable.
Like, she was a social worker that cared for children. That's why Wendy, their social worker at the beginning, is so trusting of her. They worked together for like years.
I've worked with her for years. She's not a crazy lady who's going to do a cult ritual.
It's always the people that you know.
Yeah, they're always
like
doing
the demon
rituals.
in my backyard.
Stop.
I can't fucking trust him.
I can't trust that demon in my backyard.
Son of a bitch.
Who can you trust then? If you can't trust the demon in your backyard, it's just sad.
Certainly not Jesus, because he said several different times he's coming back and he hasn't yet.
Oh, the rapture?
This dude.
This guy. No, that's just people misreading calendars.
I know. I'm surprised that guy hasn't come back out and said, actually, it's going to happen next year.
Sorry. Yeah, he's in hiding now because he just embarrassed
because
himself.
That was fucking stupid. Anyway, off topic.
Off topic for sure. Okay, but then they get back to the house.
And they're like, yo, let's just fucking get lit. This is actually a very fun scene.
I was horrified by this scene. I was like, she's letting the children drink.
Okay, but you also have to understand this is Australia.
Oh, true.
They probably have... I mean, Piper's obviously way too young to drink.
Yeah.
I feel like Andy might be... I don't know what the drinking age in Australia is, but I feel like most of the rest of the world is not like here in America.
It's like around like 18, right?
It would be like 18,
16,
17.
18.
I feel like in Germany it's like 15 or 16
I think,
or something
I think over in Spain it might be 15 or 16 too.
Yeah, I feel like other areas of the world have less concerns about alcohol consumption.
Which I think is a little wild, but...
not really. When you think about like how America operates, it's like we can send a kid off to war at 18, but they can't drink until they're 21.
That's true.
You can handle a gun and kill a person, but no alcohol.
No alcohol.
No cigarettes.
I was gonna make it's like a Naruto. They allow if you're a ninja, then you can drink.
Is that a thing? Okay.
That is a thing.
So what? All the other non-ninjas cannot drink?
No, because I mean,
oh, that sucks.
If you're a ninja and you're going into like the academy and shit, and you graduate and whatnot, you're like 12 or whatever. Some even younger than that. Okay. Then it's like, well, you're putting your life on the line. You're allowed to drown your sorrows in alcohol.
I was about to say,
as like a 5-year-old. One of them was 5.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Can you
crazy
imagine
show.
being a
Watch
ninja
Naruto.
at 5?
Yeah.
He throws like a ninja star.
He was like, I think he was like around 5 or 6.
That's the thing in anime. They love to have children just like being very powered because Goku's like that too.
Yeah.
Like as a child, he
Shout
was just
out
like
Itachi.
Shout out Goku.
Shout out Goku. Sorry, that's our anime talk for the day.
That's my knowledge of anime in
Goku.
total.
I mean,
that's not Studio Ghibli, so it's just like that's my knowledge.
I like that though.
If it's not Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, no clue.
Don't know what's going on. So yeah, they get back to the house and they're gonna drink it up a little bit.
Yeah, swallow your grief in shots of vodka.
They're just and she lets Piper drink too, and I'm like, she's maybe 11, 12.
I know, but at the same time, you think of there are parents here in America where it's just like, okay, Sonny, you can't drink. But it's fine for right now to have a sip of beer. Yeah. It's fine. We're parents here.
Let's take a whole ass shot.
Yeah.
Crazy about the shot. I'm like, okay,
I know.
Sipping a beer is something one thing, but taking like a whole shot of vodka.
It seemed weird to me that Piper wanted to do more shots after doing her first. I feel like...
I would have been like, no thanks.
I would have been like, The first time I ever had like a quote unquote vodka shot, I don't drink. Mm-hmm. So like, it's foreign to me. But there was one time my sister was throwing a party for one of her friends, and she made like gummy vodka shots.
Oh, yeah.
And I tried that because I thought, I like it because there's gummies in it. Nope, that vodka powers everything. Like, it overpowers everything.
No, I used to make these little Jell-O shots that I would like gut the inside of a strawberry, and then I would put like the Jell-O in, and it was just like tequila and like another like sort of liqueur, an orange liqueur. And they tasted great, but there was a high alcohol content. Mm-hmm. High. I'm sober now, though, so don't drink anymore. But,
PSA for Midnight Movies. We're doing a lot of these.
Yeah.
Drink responsibly, people.
Please, yes, drink responsibly.
It's okay to have a few drinks. Don't overdo it.
No, because then you end up in part of a cult ritual.
And divulging all your trauma onto a person that you should not be trauma dumping on.
Yeah, because she's going to use it against you.
Mm-hmm, and she does. It's a very powerful scene of just like, my father used to hit me, but he loved like Piper so much. I love the decision to not have Andy be vindictive towards Piper. Mm-hmm. Because usually it's a stereotype of just like, well, I hate my sister because my father hated me but loved her.
Yeah.
But no, Andy's a very caring brother to her.
Yeah.
Shields her from like who
he didn't mind being the punching bag if it meant that she wasn't going to be a hit.
Which I like that as a character decision. It truly shows that he's
Andy.
Very responsible. Andy is my favorite character.
Bring Andy back.
Bring him back.
Yes.
That's the sequel. Bring him back.
Please.
Piper starts to do this for someone else.
Yes. I love
Hire
that.
us, Hollywood. We've got the ideas.
You're gonna be like, no one would want that.
People would hate that movie.
They would. I would hate it.
But we also, throughout all this, get more like things that Laura's doing. Like before this scene, we get like Andy wet the bed, like he peed his bed.
Yes.
When we learn later, actually, that's Laura's doing. He's staging it.
Laura is literally pissing in a cup and then going to his bed and then
dumping it on his
pouring the
lap.
piss onto his lap to make him think that he's pissing on himself.
Mm-hmm. But it is to show just like, well, if the social workers see that he's wetting the bed, he's obviously
not fit to take care
Which
of
I try
Piper.
to understand because I don't think those things correlate, but looking at it from a social worker's standpoint, I feel like they could associate him wetting the bed with like his grief over the loss of his father.
Yeah, with
that
like
he's not
other
in a
kind of
good
trauma.
mental state.
Exactly.
So
I think that's what they were kind of what Laura was trying to do.
Again, everything makes sense with character motivation. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, wetting the bed does make him look incompetent when you actually really think about it.
Yeah, but so he's trying to like hide it because he does think he's wetting the bed because why would you think someone's throwing their own piss on you?
Yeah, especially when you're in a deep sleep.
Insane. And what what else? I'm like ready to get to the where she frames him for doing something to Piper.
Well,
but there's more things.
We can talk in between. So one of the like wetting the beds kind of leads to Laura and Piper going out to do something. I can't remember specifically what it was.
I think Piper was like wanting to join like gymnastics or something.
Oh yeah, because later on in the movie she goes to like this sporting.
Yeah, she's in some sort of sport. So she's taking Laura's taking Piper to that, and so she tells Andy like leave that door locked, which is Ollie is in there. I keep calling him Ollie. Did she calls him? She calls him Ollie.
She calls him Ollie.
Okay, good.
But his name is Oliver.
Yes, but so she's like, don't open that door. Like he needs to stay in there, and
don't bring her out of there.
Yeah. So she leaves, but then Andy's like, yo, this kid's just gonna be locked in here.
Well, it's not just that. It's like he tries to go and take a shower because he wet himself, but he physically can't. Because again, the shower represents his father. It's his trauma. So he goes out into the backyard and he turns on like a faucet to wash himself off there. And Oliver is at the window and he's like hitting at it with his hand, which there is a scene earlier where it's like he breaks through the glass to go down into the shed, setting up the shed as a mystery of like what's in the shed.
What's in there?
Spoiler alert, it's Laura's dead daughter is in there.
She's in there.
But anyway, like he hits the glass. That's when he hits the fly and eats it, kind of giving more of the, just like he's hungry. He needs to fucking eat. So that's when Andy's just like, well, he's gonna be fucking locked in there, and that's when he picks the lock, which we saw him do earlier. Remember that? He knows how to pick locks.
Yeah, so he picks the lock, and he's like, "What's up, Andy? Let's hang out in the kitchen."
It's like, I guess you're technically a brother of mine, so let's go have some food.
Let's go rap.
And a very kind of caring moment where he's trying to get him to talk, because to his knowledge he's just like a kid going through some kind of trauma
through something. So he's like, hey man, like you can talk to me and
I can talk to you and you talk to me.
And
TM trademark 2022.
I think Ollie is asking him to like he's making the motion of like writing something.
Yeah, he's fidgeting with his hand a little bit, and Andy's just like, oh, how about this? You write something down.
Here you go. Gives him a piece of paper and a pen. And Andy, being the good guy, he's like, you must be hungry. I'm going to cut you up some fruit.
I love the line that he gives before. He's just like, this fruit isn't free. Okay, you can have some, but the cost is you have to write something on there, which he does.
He does.
He writes Bird.
Bird.
Which we learn later that's his last name. His name is Connor Bird. So I love that, because at first you just think it's like when I first watched the movie, I thought it was a non sequitur, because I didn't pick up that his last name was Bird later on in the movie. I was like, why did he write Bird?
Oh, see, right when I saw Bird, I was like, he could have wrote his whole name, but okay, but he wrote Bird.
But at the same time, that also ties into the plane theme of just like flying over.
So, and I mean, I'm sure whenever he was writing, he's obviously not in the right state of mind. He has a demon in him, so he can probably just remember Bird.
I mean, Bird's a very simple word.
Exactly. So he's like, I'm going to write that.
Bird. That's copyrighted. We can't.
Cut that out.
Cut it out. Cut it out. But anyway, then we get the first like really gruesome scene of this movie, because Andy's a very responsible kid, but like, why the fuck would you hand a kid a knife with like cantaloupe at the end of it?
He pokes the cantaloupe with the knife, then brings it over to Ollie and is like, here you go, man.
I guess the idea is like,
careful,
though. He would just pluck the cantaloupe, but like, once he grabs the knife, you gotta be like,
don't eat things off from a knife, any knife. Don't eat things off of a knife.
Yeah.
So Ollie then, again, in his demon-like state, where
he's so hungry,
he just kind of grabs onto the knife
and he starts fucking gnawing on it.
And I had to look away.
This was
thinking about this.
This was a scene that when I watched it the second time, I had to skip forward. I was just like, oh, I can't do it.
It's tough. I did watch it the second time, like my watch through, and I was like, man, this is really good.
Practical effects are amazing. And I watched some behind the scenes of this.
Oh, nice.
Of just like kind of how they did it. It's like a prosthetic like 2 set that they put in there, which they also kind of had for him when he's biting into the countertop later.
Oh, later, yeah.
Like the countertop's like made of this like material that you can just easily bite through.
Yeah.
So, yeah, props to the practical effects.
Oh, it was so good. So, but yeah, he's gnawing on this knife and cutting himself up.
Not only cutting through his gums, but like chipping his teeth away and like going through like his upper lip.
His lip, too.
Up into his nose. And it's just like, it's, ugh.
And obviously, Andy's trying to stop him.
Yeah, he's just like, dude, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
He freaks out. And he's probably just like another... Like, someone else is, like, about to die in front of me.
So it's like, we got to get you to a hospital, man, because, like, your fucking upper lip is, like, split right open.
Yeah. And we didn't talk about this, but Laura's house is completely surrounded by white paint.
So, yeah, we get a glimpse of that occasionally. There's a weird cutaway. Again, there's, like, cutaways throughout this, so it's kind of hard to remember and piece together details about, like, the events that happen in this movie. But we get a scene where she's watching the tape, and she sees, like, a dude in his tidy whities, like, painting a circle around something in the video. And so she goes down to the swimming pool and starts, like, with white paint painting around, which I think is, like, the circle that she's going to, like, encompass them in later.
Yeah, that's going to be, like, the ritual site. But then I think the circle itself that she has surrounding her whole property is
the whole
kind
property's got a circle.
Holding the demon in.
Mm-hmm. Because as soon as Andy drags Oliver out of the circle, he fucking starts, like, convulsing and having a seizure. And then briefly, very briefly, we get the kid coming out. And he says, like, help me. Yeah.
He says, help me.
We get the real
Connor
coming
bird
out. And, like, we get our first instance of just, like, Something's not right
going on here. And then guess who rolls up?
Laura and Piper, they come back.
And Laura's freaking out. She said, what is he doing outside? What is he doing out here? We need to get him back inside. So she takes, and Andy's probably like, yo, what the fuck? He needs to go to the hospital.
He's literally like, he's standing in the, like, kitchen area
grabbing
when they go
his
back
head.
inside, and he's grabbing his head. He's just like, what the fuck did I just watch?
He doesn't know what's going on. Piper obviously is trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
That must be terrifying as a blind person to go through something like that. Not being able to have any frame of reference of, like, people are freaking out, people are yelling.
It's just like, what's happening? Screaming. Someone tell me, someone explain to me. And, like, everyone's too traumatized to even voice it.
Everyone's, like, such in a panic and in shock that they can't really articulate what's going on.
And she's kind of just, like, went to Andy and was just, like, holding on to him because she can tell how much he's freaked out. And then Laura takes
Oliver up to her room
and then starts blasting Untouched by the Veronicas. Hit. Such a good song, dude.
It is a good song.
I love
and
that
she's
song.
blasting it to cover up Oliver screaming, and also because she starts playing the tape because, like, obviously the demon is, like, starting to dissipate from Oliver's body.
She needs to get that sucker back in.
So she's going through the tape with just, like, kind of like a manual, just like, what the fuck do I do right here?
It's a DIY.
Yeah.
And she's trying to figure out, how do I get my demon back into my my husk's body?
To this interconnected kid, yeah.
How do I do that?
And she draws a circle on his forehead. So that's a motif that comes in through
the
circles. There are circles all throughout this movie. The circle around Laura's house, the circle that she has to do on the forehead. I mean, even the shower head that we get multiple close-ups is of a circle. So I feel like the circle is linked definitely to, like, the trauma, the, like, abuse metaphor that's going on here.
Oh, for sure. And so, yeah, she just rubs some circles on his head, and he starts calming down.
She's just like, calm, baby, calm. Baby,
well,
calm. She doesn't
the
really
Veronica's
say that.
Untouched is...
You can't see it right now, guys, but we're dancing.
Such a good song. I was like, you can't make me hate this song. But yeah, so he's finally chilled out. Demon's back inside of him. He's fine now.
And that's when Andy notices that bird is written on the paper.
That's when he sees, and he's like, what the hell does that even mean?
What the fuck is this?
He's probably like, there's too many things to process.
There's too much going on right now.
Yeah.
And I'm 17, and I can't deal with this.
He's like, I have a lot of things going on right now.
They go upstairs because they obviously heard, like, Oliver yelling earlier, and they're like, what's going on? And that's when Laura comes out all, like, mean and angry. She's just like, stay the fuck out of my room. What are you doing?
Yeah, and what even happens after? Again, I'm like so ready to get to that one part where I'm like really pissy about.
I mean, we can get to it.
Okay, so Laura is insane, and so she decides to put on Andy's deodorant because again, she's trying to make Andy the bad guy. She wants him out.
She has been subtly throughout the movie gaslighting.
Yeah, because he's
gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Because he's gonna be the one thing that's gonna kind of get in the way of this ritual.
He's the wrench in the whole system because
he can stop this.
Andy wants custody of Piper, but like Laura can't do this ritual without Piper, so it's like Andy's got to go.
Yeah.
So she's trying to make him look incompetent, gaslighting him into thinking like he's wetting the bed. He's this irresponsible like caretaker to Piper.
So she's like, I need to also have Piper on my side.
Yeah, well, we do that throughout the movie because, like,
she's constantly trying to, like, oh, he's lying to you.
There is a scene where it's just like, oh, we completely glossed over, like, a whole thing of this movie of just, like, Andy's in the shower. Like, he eventually gets kind of over his fear of going into the shower. The first time he goes in there, he gets the vision of his father.
And
that's obviously Oliver because he consumed some of the dad's hair, so he can mimic the voice, possibly even project an image of his father. And the father drops a hint of just like, Piper will die in the rain.
Yeah, he does say that. And because then Andy wakes up in the hospital and is like, I need to get my sister.
Yeah, because he slips and falls on the shower ground, again, paralleling the father and how he died. He slips, falls. And then we get this very gruesome shot of the father coming up and like trying to perform CPR, and his mouth is like covered in vomit and everything like that. Ugh.
Because that's what Piper did. She performed CPR on her dad.
Yeah, that was also gruesome.
That was so sad.
That being said, like that was a prosthetic body. Like seeing the behind the scenes, like it's a very convincing prosthetic body.
They did great with it.
They did great. Again, these YouTubers like. I would encourage you to watch that video because it's like it starts off as like, oh, it's goofy, it's like low budget.
I know, I was like, I need to watch
this. And then
this.
The production value of it just like goes through the roof. It's hilarious.
But yeah, so Laura's like, you know what I have to do? I have to make myself smell like Andy, and I need to go and punch Piper in the fucking face while she's asleep. Excuse me? Why'd we have to do that?
Well, she had been gaining Piper's trust. We have a scene in there where it's like Laura's watching old videos of her dead daughter, and like Piper comes in and like they comfort each other. Like Laura's trying to like get in there,
get her claws into her.
So that way when this happens, it's more believable. But yeah, she takes Andy's deodorant, sprays herself with it. Again, setting up from earlier, like. Being blind, you have like heightened senses elsewhere, so it's like she can pick up on that body odor.
And so obviously when she smells that familiar scent, she's going to think, hey, this is Andy. But
and also we learn, I'm trying to remember where it was, but someone mentioned, I think Laura mentioned, that Andy has hit her in the past. Whether it was intentional or not intentional. I remember someone dropping that line.
I don't remember that.
Of just like, there was a moment in the past where he hit Piper. So it's like, it's not unprecedented.
Okay.
And it's believable that that could happen again.
Maybe when he was like going through some shit. Maybe he like lashed out.
Probably.
I can't remember that part. But yeah, so she just fucking wallops
punches
her in the face.
Right in her... I guess, quote unquote, good eye.
Oh, God,
she doesn't really have good eye, but like the one that's not wandering on its own. She wakes up, she's very disoriented and confused on what's going on.
Obviously, she just got punched, so she's like, well, what the fuck? And I smell my brother. Like, like he did this? Like, what's going on?
And Andy comes down, he's like, Piper, what happened to you? What's going on? And then Laura, the ultimate gaslight girl boss gatekeep, just comes down. It's like, you fucking did this. What are you, crazy? Why would you hit your sister?
And he's like, what?
And understandably, Andy is angry.
And he immediately is like, you fucking did this. You, Laura, did this. And so he starts freaking out. And I'm like, yes, hit her, Andy. Punch her in the face.
And he almost does.
Your prime.
He almost does, but then he punches through the wall.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Laura has to take that opportunity. She screams to high heavens. Again, putting in that Andy's dangerous, and I am your surrogate mother.
Yeah, and Piper's listening to all of this, so she's probably freaking out, and she's just screaming, Andy, stop, stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she thinks he's gone crazy. You know, she's like, first he hits me, now he's trying to hurt, like, our foster parent. Like, what the hell?
He's been wetting the bed. What the fuck's going on?
This freaking loose cannon over here.
Fucking idiot.
So, yeah, I the whole time, I'm like, bro, just fight her.
I know.
Put your dukes up. But is this when he goes to...
So basically, like, once this whole situation happens, like, he says to Piper, like, grapefruit, and she doesn't say it back. Mm-hmm. So he obviously gets upset. That's when he gets into his car and storms off to the social, like, was it the foster care
The foster
area?
care system, where the social worker is at. And he goes in there and he's like, she's trying to kill my sister. I don't know what's going on, but she's doing some weird shit.
Well, more importantly, when he gets in there, he sees on the wall a missing persons poster
of Connor
Bird. And he's just like, that's fucking Oliver.
Interesting.
Some shit's going on here.
Yeah,
I love how he bursts into the office, like when he gets in there with Wendy, he's just like, call the cops.
Yeah, call them now. He's like, this bitch has a missing person there. Like, she's doing weird shit. I had a vision that my sister's gonna die. Like, she
said it's in the
punched
rain.
her in the face.
I don't know if you looked out. It's been raining for the past couple days.
For the past, like, 70 days, it seems like. Because, like, her pool is almost filled.
Her pool's almost at the level where she painted
the circle.
So. But anyway, Andy's just like...
Call the cops.
After a while, he's like, you gotta come down, and you gotta see what's going on. Meanwhile... Like, Oliver's out and about, and he's fucking tearing shit up because he is hungry.
He's eating every and anything.
He is tearing that house apart. But this is the second most gruesome thing, when he bites into the countertop and more of his teeth start chipping away. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I was able to watch that part, but, like, I was just like, oh God.
Because that is how much, like, force and how much, like, disregard he has of his, like, this body that this demon is in, that he's just like, I will do anything to just consume anything, because he's just eating
anything. He's going through the fridge. He fucking bites the bottom off of a milk jug, which I find funny because, like, he bites it off and then there's just
milk everywhere
pouring down there.
It's like, well, that didn't work.
Even at one point he starts, like, eating
he starts eating himself
of his arm.
Yeah, he starts eating himself at that point.
Nothing like a little self-cannibalism to bring out your inner demons.
But Laura dropped
Okay,
Piper
I gotta
right?
interrupt. This candle is starting to really get to me.
I'm further away from it than you, but it is a lot.
Okay. Ooh. Should be noted, an hour 17 minutes in, we are putting a lid on this candle. Oh God, the after smell of that.
The afterbirth.
It's got an oaky afterbirth.
Yes.
That's so good.
Oh gosh. But where were we at? What are we talking about? What movie is this?
We're just talking about Oliver just fucking randomly eating everything.
And so Piper and Laura, they are off at her sporting thing, correct?
Well, Laura takes Piper off to the sporting thing. She comes home, finds out Oliver has just wrecked the whole place.
Everything.
Should be noted, important, like there's food everywhere, the fucking countertops.
Well, and now she's kind of freaked out because she's like, I'm next.
And she does end up being next because Oliver takes a big old chunk out of one of her arms.
Yeah, he starts going after her.
Which is the wound that is going to kill her.
Yep, because he takes a chunk out of her arm. She tries to hide that later. How does she calms him down by doing the circle thing on the window.
Like, because he goes outside.
She ends up separating them by a window at some point. She
and that's
takes her wound of the blood.
And then she draws the circle on the window to kind of calm him down. And again, throughout the movie, like, his body has been subtly changing. I don't know if he caught, like, at the beginning of the movie, the reason why he looks so weird is because they put a contact in his eye to make it look different than the other eye.
Like, as if, like, the demon is, like, that's one.
I mean, he's got the birthmark and stuff like that. But slowly throughout the movie, like, they give him more veins showing on his body. Like, his stomach starts to expand a little bit more.
Yeah, because of the...
Obviously, we had the teeth situation where it's, like, all fucked up. his eyes start to change and stuff like that. Very subtly throughout the movie, he starts to change.
Yeah.
Apparently, in one of the behind the scenes that I watched, they had a concept art of like a final stage where it's like he looks like a straight up demon.
Oh,
I don't think I would have liked that if they had done it.
I don't think I would either. I felt like what they did with this movie was perfect.
That being
in my opinion, with like what they
yeah, like
what it was.
It's very believable.
Oh yeah.
That being said, they do have a flash when Andy's like before he leaves for the foster place, like trying to take a picture of Oliver. There's a brief flash where it's like the water comes down and like you see a demon face right there.
Oh, I see. I didn't even notice that.
That's why it lends credibility to the theory of just like the daughter wouldn't have gone into that body. It would have been a mimic. It would have been a demon.
For sure.
Yeah. Like throughout all of this, like Laura's still delusional into thinking that this ritual is going to work when so much shit has gone wrong.
So many things. Like she does not have
she has no control
no.
at all of anything that's going on.
Absolutely not. So yeah, she finally calms him down, but then she has Piper's phone, correct?
Because Andy convinces Wendy, the social worker, to be like, don't call Laura ahead of time. Just drive me to the house and I will show you what's going on. And in that phone, like in that car ride, Andy calls Piper's phone to leave a message, a very heartfelt message. Of just like, I know I fucked up in the past, but I truly care about you. And like, you mean the world to me. And he ends it with grapefruit. And I'm just like, that's touching. That's very real.
Yeah, but he is basically kind of sending the alarm bells to
because
Laura.
Laura has her phone and hears the voice message.
Listens to this.
Okay, here's a big gripe that I have. How the fuck did she clean all that up in the short amount of time?
I wrote in my notes, she cleaned that house quick.
Because, like...
She listens to that voicemail, and she, like, kind of stands there for a second, and then she just bolts.
That's why I wanted to emphasize of, like, the house is a mess, because, like, that house is a fucking mess.
Trashed. Like we said, Ollie was going around eating everything and anything, literally chomping down on the tables.
There's fucking food all over the ground.
There's blood everywhere too, because he was eating himself, and he bit her.
Cushions, furniture, like turned over and stuff like that.
And she's a mess because again, she was attacked, and then
she's bleeding out of her arm.
Yeah, but she cleans that house
quicker than I think anyone physically can.
No, which I'm like, man, either the social worker is like a really slow ass driver, or this house is like way far out. I don't know.
I was very hopeful in the moment that they would catch like the house a mess, but of course we got to play this game of just like, oh, they get there and everything looks normal.
Everything looks normal. She just got out of the shower. Sorry. Like,
yeah, she's wearing a robe and that's how she's able to cover up the wound. She's got like a towel over it and everything like that.
She's protecting it. And Andy's not fucking buying it. He's like, where's Ollie? And he goes out to the shed.
Yeah, he goes to the shed. He tries to get in. He can't.
Like we said earlier, he's seen Ollie go to the shed before. So he's like, something's fucking in
they
there.
had that scene earlier in the movie where it's like nighttime. He's looking out the window and he sees Laura bringing Oliver to the shed.
So Andy's like, something's in there. So Andy goes in there. Mm-hmm. And then that's when he discovers
the dead body of Laura's daughter, Kathy. I don't think we've said her name.
We have
yet.
not. No, Kathy.
But I don't think this is the first time that we see that body. I think Laura brings Piper in there.
She does bring Piper in there.
Very alarming scene of just like, rub your hands on what I have in this cooler.
She's like, feel it. And Piper's touching literally her daughter's dead body. And she's like, oh, like, what is it? It feels weird. And Laura says, just meat. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Made even more alarming that right before this, Laura dresses her up as Kathy. So puts on her cardigan, ties her hair back in the similar fashion that her daughter had it. Like, really trying to prepare for the soul of Kathy to go into Piper.
It's insane. Like, Laura has definitely just checked out of this planet. Like, she's delusional at this point, but again, she's grieving, and her grief has taken over.
Oh, it has consumed her.
Yes.
Which very much is the theme of the movie. It's just like,
That's true. Grief consuming you.
Grief
Literally
consuming you, what you would do to bring a person back. I mentioned earlier just like, well, I have a niece and nephew. Like, I don't have kids, but I have a niece and nephew. And, like, looking at this from an outside, like, objective standpoint, like, obviously I'm comfortable in saying I would do none of this. But, like, I'm not in that situation.
You
nor
never
have
know.
I never been in that situation. Maybe I might act like this. I don't know. If there was a chance that I could bring them back to life, maybe I would try.
Maybe you would try, yeah. No, I was like, honestly, I don't know either. Because it's like when you're that desperate, and especially when it's something that is so sudden and so tragic.
And something that was out of your control. Because, like, she would have no way of preventing what happened to her daughter to happen. No. Like, you would go through these extreme lengths. That's why I'm not totally on hating Laura completely. I understand that. Like, I don't like her either. I think she's going way too extreme. But at the same time, I have enough knowledge to be like, I understand. And if I were in her shoes, I am not 100% confident that I wouldn't act the same way. Yeah. If I had the opportunity of bringing a loved one back like that, I might jump on it. I don't know. I've never been in that kind of mindset. So it's like, I can't totally hate her in the sense that I can understand, like, that's grief the thing, like, and trauma can make you do wild
You understand things. Where she's coming from and why she's doing, like, her motives. You get that.
But yeah, she does some horrific things.
Oh, yeah, dude.
One of them being... Well, we'll get to it here in a second, but Andy does go out to the shed.
Andy's in the shed.
He's able to get in before, like, Andy's able to get Wendy, the social worker. Like, Wendy starts to pick up on it. At first, she sees nothing wrong with the house. She's like, "Oh, everything's tip-top shape," but then, like, she notices that Laura's bleeding. She's just like, "What's going on?"
Well, because all of a sudden, the and towel she has wrapped.
Zero pressure, Laura's just like, "We can bring my daughter back. It's all good."
Oh, dude, the mask falls immediately when Laura sees that the social worker sees her bleeding, and she's like, "Hey, what's going on? We can bring my daughter back. We can bring her back.
We can do it.
I know how to do it. And she's like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Under zero pressure, she's just
folded like a lawn chair.
Don't take Piper. I gotta do this.
Yeah. So then the social worker's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go."
Yeah. She's just like,
she does a SpongeBob. I'm gonna head out.
maybe I shouldn't be here.
Yeah. So she goes outside and she's like, "Yeah, I gotta go."
And that's when Andy comes up and brings her to the shed and just be like, "This bitch's got a dead body in here."
He's like, "You see this shit?" And the social worker's like, "Okay, we're sure leaving now.
Now we gotta get the fuck out of Dodge."
And then the funniest thing happens.
Is it funny?
I cracked the fuck up. So when the social worker is running to her vehicle. And Laura just comes and
barreling
runs her ass over, dude. It's so all of a sudden and shocking that it made me laugh. I'm sure other people didn't laugh.
I didn't laugh, but I did write in my notes. Wendy, of course, has to die for finding things out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a specific cliche in the horror films, but I feel like anytime a character who's, like, in denial or not in the know of something happening, once they are in the know, they are marked for death.
They're dead. And she did. She died immediately.
Very good effect of just, like, the car hits her and she kind of just ragdolls down.
Well, and Andy gets hit
Andy gets hits too.
But he gets knocked out. And again, like we said, it's been raining for like 10 years. So
it's been raining for 40 days and 40 nights. You can look in the background and Noah's just coming right.
He's coming in.
He's looking at Laura and just like, "I don't want any part of this.
Don't bring her on.
This is why God's trying to kill all of you."
But this is when
Andy bites the dust because
Laura gets out of her car and she goes over to him and he's near a puddle.
In a nearby puddle. Yeah. Once again, tying into the theme of just like Andy's father dying in the shower. Andy dies by drowning.
Face down, drowning. And I was so sad.
I was sad. I was almost taken out of it for how fast he died.
It was just so quick.
I feel like drowning a person would take a little longer than it does here. But it's a movie. Sure. You got to get to the point.
We got to keep... Because now we're at the climax. Mm-hmm. And Piper gets home?
So
or does she
what
bring
it
her
is,
home?
Laura goes and brings her home.
Up. I remember.
Because she gets to the, like... I think it's a rec center, and she brings her. She brings her back to the house.
Both of us perk up. She brings her back.
They get into the house, and Piper hears Andy calling from upstairs, which we as the audience are just like, "Oh shit! Wait, he's dead. How is he calling?" Andy. It's not Andy, because she goes up to the room. She can't see it, but Oliver is now snacking on Andy. Mm-hmm. He's just like, I want some of that Andy bar. Break me off a piece of that Andy bar.
And yeah, so he's chomping on him. And so he obviously is mimicking Andy's voice. And Piper's like, Andy, like, is that you? Mm-hmm. And she gets closer and she touches
Oliver's head.
And she's like, oh, that's not Andy.
That's not pleasant.
Yeah, like, that's definitely not Andy. And
that's certainly not my Labubu.
God, I hate Labubus. But yeah, so she immediately is like on high alert at this point because she's like, where's Andy? Like, why do I hear him, but he's not the person in front of me?
That's when Laura comes up and is just like, what are you doing in here? Don't get in here. And then we get the little slip of the tongue. So earlier in the movie, what is it? They're like measuring all the kids' heights and over there. And Andy's trying to describe Oliver to Piper. And he's like, oh, he's smiling at you.
Which he wasn't, but he just wanted to be
make him feel good. But then Laura chimes in with like, yeah, he's got red hair and it's very thick and curly.
Yeah, and later we see in a home video of the incident whenever her daughter passed away that there is a kid there named Oliver, and he does have curly red hair. Yeah. So I assume that Oliver is a real person and is actually like her
I think the social worker said like Oliver was like one of her nephews or something like that.
So that's why she was using Oliver's name as a cover-up and said that. If anyone missed that and was like, why the hell would she even say he has curly red hair?
But anyway, Laura makes a mistake of just being like, Piper is just like, who did I feel if that wasn't Andy? And she's like, oh, that was Oliver. And that's when like
she's
it clicks in Piper's head, and it's just like, what does like Oliver look like or something like that, or like what kind of hair does he have? And she's like, oh, he's got red thick curly hair. And that's when it clicks in her. It's like, oh, you're lying to me. And that's when Piper starts to fucking get out of dodge.
She then starts running, and poor thing, this part was really funny too. She ran face first into like a pole or a
She
post.
ran into the glass window. Just boom.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Which I've done as a kid too. My mom's going to get a kick out of me retelling this story, but when we first moved into the small town that I lived in before living here, we were living in like a neighborhood that was just being freshly built. And so my mom sent me in to like the main office to get the keys. And I get the keys. I'm so excited to get back to the car. I start running with the keys. I fucking run into that sliding glass door and fall over.
That's so cute that way. How old were you?
How old would I have been? We moved there in 99. I would have been like 6 or 7.
That's adorable.
6, 7. No,
oh, God.
I would have been around like 7 years old. My mom initially had like a panic attack because she thought that I would have broken through that glass door.
I was going to say, she probably thought you were like concussed or something.
No. Okay. Parents weren't concerned about that in the 90s.
True, I know. They were just like, did you break public property?
I'm just kidding. My mom probably had like a whole bunch of emotions going through, but then she found it funny because like kid runs into doors.
Like, that's kind of funny, yeah.
So it is, yeah, it's unintentionally comedic that she just fucking head first into this sliding glass door.
I don't know. I like how they had a moment. Like, I mean, I don't know if they meant for it to be funny, but it was kind of like a silly little, like, okay, this is the climax, but here's a funny little thing. She ran into the door.
I mean, there's not really any humor in this movie.
No, that's why I was like, I don't know if they meant for things to be, like, intentionally funny, like, you know, the social worker getting ran over and that being hilarious to me. But
I don't think it was meant to be funny, but
I don't think so either.
Take it as being funny.
It was nice to me.
It's morbidly funny. But anyway, she runs into the glass door, like, Laura starts dragging her outside. She basically reveals to Piper of just like, I'm gonna bring my daughter back.
I'm gonna bring her back.
But it's like, but first you have to die. You have to drown, because that's how Kathy died.
She's just now explaining to her the ritual, what she's going to do.
So she brings her out to the pool, which is filled up about halfway. This is when we get like our full look at final transformation Oliver, and my God, what prosthetics on that?
Yeah,
like his head's kind of bulging out over here. His stomach. He looks like a child that's like going through malnutrition, you know, like
when their stomach kind of like,
you'll see like starving kids in Africa in like pictures, and their stomachs are bulged out, but like the rest of them super skinny. That's what he looks like.
Yeah,
he's got like purple veins going all through him. His fucking eyes are like, you'll see it on the poster. They're just like glossy and stuff like that. Really horrific. Very good prosthetics. From what I understood, the way that they created the prosthetics, because obviously you have to put them on a child, they try to create them in a way that's like not like 4 hours of a kid sitting in like makeup.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's like they kind of created this apparatus that's easy to apply onto a child, which you would have to.
Yeah.
Apparently, the kid who played Oliver like had a blast working on this movie.
Oh, I hope like all the kids had a really good time on this, because
and some of the behind the scenes you'll see, like the girl who plays Piper is just like, she's very cheery and everything. Everyone's having a very good time.
I need to watch it. They did such an amazing job. I hope that all of these kids get so many more like deals and like roles and more
I hope they don't fall into a pitfall of being typecast.
Oh,
like, I
definitely not.
I hope the kid who plays Oliver doesn't just continue to be creepy.
Like
child.
the unnerving child in like horror movies. No, like I hope that they all do, because he did amazing.
He was great.
Because he had to switch back and forth from being like this like demon to being this like help me please
and it's a very good switch. Like when we get that scene early on when he's in the room and he's like fucking freaking out. He's just like, who are you? What do you want?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like Oliver's
like he like came to.
It's
and
like Connor's fully there, but then like she does the circles on his head, and then he goes back to that, and it's like, that's impressive for a child actor to go from those two extremes.
Oh yeah.
So
they did great.
They did great.
But anyways, yeah. So she's dragging Piper into the water to drown her, and she starts drowning her.
Yeah.
She very much starts going through the ritual, and this is
it would have succeeded if it wasn't for those meddling kids. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, Piper then screams out, "Mom!"
Mom. Yeah.
And
which then it knocks some sense into Laura, because it reminds her of like when her daughter would call her mom.
And like, I don't know if it was like her being like, if it knocked her into being like, what am I doing?
I think it was like a
I'm
sobering
literally
moment.
Drowning a child right
of like,
now.
She's thinking of her daughter, because we get like the brief flash of just like the daughter drowning. And like, even in the spot where they are is probably where the daughter actually drowned and where she had to rescue. I think she just had a moment of clarity of just like, what am I doing? I am killing a child.
Yeah, like I'm a mother, and I'm trying to, bring my own daughter back while I'm drowning someone else's.
Yeah.
Like, even though like her mom's on the picture, obviously it's like was still someone's child, and it's like, and now I'm just sitting here doing exactly what my daughter went through in death. So yeah, I think she just snaps out of it, and she lets Piper go.
Piper gets up, not without Oliver trying to perform the final act of the ritual. Like, he grabs her. Yeah. And I love how he just kicks him in the stomach and like, just bah! Goes. Which causes Oliver to vomit. Pretty much
all of
the demon that was inside him.
Yeah. And she starts running away.
Yeah,
and she runs through the woods, and she stops a car.
A car that was coming by.
Gets into
a little cliche, because it happens in horror where it's like the victim is escaping from whatever horror's going on. They get to a nearby road, and obviously there's a car nearby. There's just a car driving down. The only car.
Hey, she gets in, she gets help.
Yeah. Oliver starts to follow her down there, and then sees the edge of the circle.
He sees the white circle.
And makes the conscious, because I think Connor is starting to come out once.
Because the ritual was supposed to end, but it obviously didn't. So I assume that maybe the demon is a little weak right now. So yeah, like Connor's coming forth.
And makes the conscious decision to step over, which then causes the demon to start fully leaving.
Well, even like then, I feel like him like going there, like you could tell like the demon really didn't want him out, and he kind of has to like roll himself.
I mean, it's also important that he
edge.
sees that poster with his picture on it and his actual name. So I think a lot of these combined elements is just like Connor starts to eke out there enough that he can have control over his body again to make the decision to step over this line and fully get that demon out of him. Get that demon out.
Get that demon out of you.
Opposite of bring her back. Get that demon out.
Get that demon out. So Piper obviously gets help. The police arrive. And
in the meantime, Laura she goes and gets her daughter's dead body. She makes a conscious decision. The wound on her arm, she like digs into it to probably further on the bleeding because she plans on just dying.
I assume she's just ready to die herself. So then she does that, brings her daughter into the pool with her. And I think she's kind of...
The bottom of the pool has a circle in it. Again, it's a motif.
She's kind of just waiting to bleed out and probably pass out and drown.
My interpretation of that ending shot of her in that pool is that she is dead at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you could read it either way, that the police get there in time to save her.
I don't think they got in time to save her, but I think she, like, had bled out to the point where there was no saving her, but I feel like she's still conscious.
I just took it she's fully dead in that scene, and she has joined her daughter, like...
On the other side.
And then we get the last shot that we see of Piper. She's in the back of this car.
Oh, well, before that, they go and find Connor.
Oh, yeah. And Connor's fully out of it.
He's fully out of it now. And the police officers go up to him and they're like, "You're going to be okay." And he's like...
It's like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "I'm Connor."
I'm Connor. With his little accent. I'm like, "Ah."
That kid is going to be fucked up for life.
Oh, my God. Yeah, because at least Piper didn't see anything. Like, she heard a lot of shit, but, like, this poor boy.
Kid. Well, he's missing, like, all of his front teeth.
Oh, and we also forgot to say, while Piper was, like, running around in the house, like, trying to get away from Laura, she finds Andy's body.
Yeah.
And she feels him, and she can tell, like, and same way that she found her dad. Like, she
feels him. Dead in very much the same way.
Yeah, so she does know that he passed, but obviously she gets away. All of that stuff happens, and she does get her phone back as well. She takes it back.
Does. Oh, hold on. Is it our beloved mascot?
Is it Henry?
That fat bitch. He didn't come down here. How dare he? I was like, he didn't come down for the last episode we did.
Oh, did he not?
No, he didn't.
Oh. He's mad at us.
Yeah. He did not interrupt our 3-hour recording of weapons.
How did we
I don't know how we did 3 hours.
Yeah, I apologize to Jade.
I'm sorry, Jade, when you eventually have to edit that episode.
Like, fuck, I warned him.
Just release it unedited. It's fine.
What was I going to say? Oh, but yeah, so she now has her phone back and she listens to the voice recording.
The voice message.
And
heartbreaking.
It's so and that's where it ends, right?
That's the end of Bring Her Back. Spoiler alert, she did not come back.
She did not come back, but this movie was good.
This movie's very good. What I'll say about it is just like, I really like this movie with an asterisk. And that asterisk is, this movie is a hard watch.
It is.
Like, I had planned on watching this like 3 times this week, like once at the beginning of the week, once in the middle, and once at the end to fully like grasp it. But like after watching that first one, I really had a hard time going back to it. And in fact, when I watched it earlier today, I kind of had to force myself to watch it.
I wish I would have had time to watch it a third time before this, but like you said, I was just planning on watching it once, but then we started this podcast and we were going to do this. So I was like, I need to watch it again to refreshen myself. And it's a lot. And I also forgot to say that the ending originally, Kathy was going to end up in Piper's body, like the ritual.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah, but
I don't like that as an ending.
They scrapped the idea due to a close friend passing, and they just felt like that just wasn't the closure that they wanted.
That's also another reason
everyone.
That's also another reason why I like this movie a bit more than I like Talk to Me. Because, like...
I feel like it wasn't a cliche ending.
Well,
to me.
there isn't that. But, like, with Talk to Me, they are going for the similar themes without having really had that life experience. I mean, it's not totally necessary to, like, go through grief in order to make a movie about grief. Like, everyone grieves about something. But, like, this movie now feels a bit more personal because they did have a friend of theirs that just passed. And, like, the movie's dedicated to him. So, in that sense, it's like this now feels a lot more personal to them.
Yeah.
And I feel like it elevates it beyond what Talk to Me did with its themes of grief and sorrow. And it just feels a lot... It feels a lot more connected to them.
This one definitely felt just more real. There's more passion with it. And like we said, it's very sad. Yeah. And I feel like you can feel just like the passion that was put behind it.
I will say, like, even though eventually I'll rewatch Talk to Me because I feel like I can. This one, it's probably going to be a long time before I watch it again. Just because... damn, it's not fun in any way. I know we've joked and like had little jabs here and there on the podcast.
Well, we have to make this.
We kind of have to do it to pick ourselves up, but
watching this
movie is not a fun time.
No, it's not.
It will go on my list of movies of just like, I really like this movie, but goddamn, I don't think I'll ever really watch it again. Like Grave of the Fireflies. I don't know if you ever saw that movie. Fuck, that will fuck you. Well, it's
not bad, but like...
It's a Studio Ghibli film. I'm going to go into a little story of this because this is one of my favorite stories. So, you remember The Palace, right? 1 month back in 2016, they were playing a bunch of Studio Ghibli films. Oh. Like, for each week of the entirety of April. And
I do remember this.
The first film that they played was Grave of the Fireflies, which for any of you who don't know what Grave of the Fireflies is about, it's based off of a biography of a man who lived through Japan during World War II. And basically it's about these two kids who become orphaned because their parents died and like the brother kind of has to care for the sister. And spoiler alert, it ends up with like the sister dying of malnutrition. And it is one of the saddest movies I've ever seen. But here's the thing. I did not know anything about the movie going in beforehand. My only frame of reference was like, oh, Studio Ghibli. I've seen Spirited Away. I've seen Princess Mononoke. It's like, oh, I kind of have a grasp on Studio Ghibli. They're kind of like a bit more mature Japanese Disney. That's what I'm going to get with Grave of the Fireflies.
I had no idea.
And not only was I not prepared when I left the movie, like that fucked me up for like a couple weeks.
Oh no.
So that's on my list of like movies that's just like, great movie. I will probably never watch it again.
Yeah, no, there's some movies where like I've cried a lot during them and I'm like, yeah, I would never watch that again. But like that was a really good cry I just had.
Yeah. But anyway, I rated it. I didn't rate it on Letterboxd because I don't use my Letterboxd except for a very specific purpose. I'd rate it a 4 out of 5. I think it's a very solid movie. I don't think it'll make my top 5 of the year, but I think it will definitely make my top 10.
Yeah, I did 3.5 for mine. But people always say I rate my movies harshly, but
I do.
Because like 2.5 to me is like an average movie. 3 is like obviously above average. 3.5 is like, okay, this is good.
Do you know what's funny? I actually wrote in my notes, I did initially rate it 3.5 out of 5.
Oh,
but as we were talking about it and going through the themes and everything, I
feel like I might hike it up to a 4.
I was like, I'm going to boot it up to a 4.
And I was just going to say, I might boot it up to a 4 because of that. So yes, I was like, this was...
Yeah, we're pretty much on very similar pages here because... I know you were probably worried that I would hate this movie in some fashion.
I feel like I was like, there's no way you can hate this movie. Right?
I mean, depending on how dark it got, I probably, like if it was, I mean, this movie gets pretty dark. I feel like if there was no hope whatsoever, I'd be like, I can't recommend this.
Well, that's why,
at all.
like, just them, because if they would have went the route with, like, the ritual going through, that would have just been
I don't think I would have liked the movie.
No, but this, like, there felt like obviously we lost Andy and that was so sad, but like at least Piper was able to be saved.
And
Connor was able to be saved.
And through therapy and surgeries for both of them, they can probably continue to lead
a somewhat normal life.
Relatively normal
exactly.
life. As normal as they can lead.
Yeah.
So.
No, this was good.
Really good movie. I'm glad that 2025 is filled with some pretty good horror films.
Some bangers, dude.
I mean, we have this, we have Sinners. I can't wait until we talk about Sinners at some point.
Dude,
we had Weapons, like, solid year all around for horror films. I feel like Weapons, Sinners, and Bring Her Back is kind of the trifecta of just, like, your top horror films of this year.
Yes. No, I agree.
But anyway, that was our opinions. So let's get into some unhinged opinions with our favorite segment. What does Letterboxd have to say?
Yes. What does Letterboxd
I am very curious
to
see which ones you have grabbed and if there are any similar to what I have grabbed.
Yeah, I was like, I screenshotted quite a bit, so I'll go through some of them. This one is half star. This movie is fucking horrible. Where is the police?
They come at the end.
Where is the checkups? Where is the adults? This woman is clearly crazy who wears bright purple to a funeral. Who does any of this?
I think I screenshotted this one.
This wasn't a horror movie. It was a horrid movie.
Yeah, I did screenshot this one. I remember that line. Banger.
Half star couldn't finish this after the unnecessary death of the brother, which I'm like,
you basically almost finished the movie.
Yeah.
You couldn't wait another 10 minutes.
You were almost there.
Okay, what I hate about that is just like, they explain it in the movie why there's no checkups. She was a social worker.
No, they do.
And like, Wendy trusted her because it's like she had been doing it for 20 years. She obviously knows what she's doing. Like, it's explained in the...
It is.
I hate it when people don't really watch the movie that they are reviewing.
That they're like rating badly. Okay, this one, half a star. So basically we saw a kid being through gory stuff just for nothing. And you know what kind of people love this kind of content. I see the pattern that others have noticed from A24 nowadays. Psychological warfare for the characters, strange stuff happening, all being a cult chained to supernatural beings, people and kids getting brutalized and only for the sake of shock, cheap emotional plots so people empathize or have some sympathy towards the plot just to make them stay through the whole movie. Yikes. LOL.
The only credence I'll give to that review is he's kind of right. A24 kind of has a type.
They really, really
this
do.
Is very...
And there's usually a naked man in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of swinging pipe in these movies. Mm-hmm. I mean, this movie does have there was a lot of times I was thinking of Hereditary during this movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, especially with the cult, the grief, the loss, like... what you would do to try to bring back a loved one. There's a lot in common that this has with Hereditary. So I'll give you that. A24, I feel like they are now starting to branch more and experiment more with the different genres and different filmmakers.
But I mean, I feel like that's with a lot of like Blumhouse too. You can tell what a Blumhouse movie is.
That being said, Whiplash is a Blumhouse movie.
See, sometimes they branch out. So, you know, you can say that with a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know. This one was half a star. It just says, I hate horror movies, which I'm like, why the fuck did you watch this?
Glad you watched a movie. Like, you could have looked at that poster and be like, that's certainly a horror film. I'm probably not going to watch that.
Yeah. And then this one, is this one worth reading? I translated this one. Half star. No, I didn't like it. It was bad. It was ridiculous, and some scenes were very disturbing. And also the woman was trying to portray her own daughter. Oliver, soul bearer, okay. But first he cuts...
that's a word that I wish I'd use in this review, a soul bearer.
Yeah.
Like it's a wedding.
Yeah.
The ring bearer.
But first he cuts the other girl's stepfather's hair and feeds it to Oliver. What's the connection? The man isn't even related to the girl by blood. I don't like it.
He needs to consume things.
Yeah, I was like, I think that person just kind of like missed the point.
Kind of, again, didn't watch the movie he's reviewing.
This person said, the most traumatic film in my life, I see Oliver's head in my sleep.
I mean, fair. I'm gonna bring this up because it kind of was on my mind. I'm trying to remember. There's a creepypasta out there that was made by someone. Where the look of Oliver in this movie looks very much like that. God, I can't remember what the name of the creepypasta is. It's like some creepy kid where it's like he's kind of got a deflated side of his head.
Yeah.
He's got like an abnormally big head, and it kind of reminded me of Oliver in this. I'm gonna have to look it up.
I was like, I want to see. While you're looking that up, I'll read another one.
Because I may not even find it.
This one says, half star, this shit sucks. Talk to Me was at least fun. It had some fun characters, and it was kind of a ride. This movie is such a piece of garbage. Horror movies are supposed to be fun, funny, interesting, or have some jump scares. Characters you like, maybe. This is misery. This is nihilistic, empty, rotten filth. I'm intrigued how they say horror movies are supposed to be fun and funny.
I can understand that some horror films can be funny,
but they don't. That's not like a prerequisite. I feel like for horror movies, I feel like
a lot of the best horror films are like nihilistic. Like The Thing is my favorite horror film of all time, and that's got like the most depressing ending of all time.
Well, yeah, we've talked about this before. I like a depressing ending, but whatever. And then he continues. It's badly written, poorly plotted, cliched, full of. I think he meant to say full of holes, but he said full of holes. Sick, sad, and I feel like it has a grudge against people who like kids for a or who help kids for a living. Anyone comparing this to Ari Aster's work is a fucking moron. We literally just did that.
We kind of did.
We did.
But only the one.
Only the
Aster.
one. Yeah.
I don't think this is like Midsommar.
No, definitely not.
And I haven't seen his latest too, so I don't know.
I had a weird suspicion that these guys had nothing going on below the surface. This movie confirms that. I fucking hate this movie. Or I hate movies like this. There's no humanity in it. It's just gross. A lot of people are not liking how it was sad.
Yeah. Okay, I couldn't find the name of the creepypasta, but here's the image of the kid.
I know what you're talking about.
That looks exactly like Oliver in this movie.
No.
Jade, when you're editing this, if you can figure out what it is, put a picture of this.
I was like, maybe send him that photo, maybe.
I might.
Yeah.
I'll send it to him without context.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? This is the context for you, Jade.
It's like, why the fuck is Cody sending me this?
Also, let's talk about how amazing Jade is.
Jade is amazing. Thank you, Jade, for everything you do. We
love
really
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
Literally everyone, go love everything that they do ever, because look how amazing they are with just editing.
These thumbnails
and also,
are bangers.
Oh, the thumbnails are amazing. Have you looked at them? If you guys, so maybe people haven't seen them.
Yeah, if you're only listening to this on Spotify, I would recommend going to YouTube as well.
I mean, I post them on Facebook and Instagram too.
Yeah, that's
so if you
true.
follow us, but it's on YouTube, and you could just look at it the whole time that you're listening and just admire Jade's work.
They're fun.
Oh, they're so fun.
Jade made them himself. No AI was used at all.
No AI. We don't fucking like that shit here.
No, not at all.
Get that out of here.
Okay. I kind of screenshotted a lot of these. So I'll...
some of the longer ones, I was like, I'm not going to read all that, so I deleted them. Some people have some opinions, though.
Bring Her Back, half a star. This is the most garbage, exploitative piece of shit movie I've ever fucking watched. And let me tell you, I like a little bit of extremist horror. Okay. I
would like examples.
Literally, fuck these fucking Australian director... C words. I don't know if I can say that on the podcast.
That's a lot, yeah.
Jade, if I can't cut this out.
Yeah.
Trying to make me empathize with this fuck-ass abuser. I don't think they were trying to empathize,
I think they were just showing, this is what grief can do to a person.
This is how far a person can sink down with grief.
Yeah. They weren't like, oh, poor her or anything like that.
I can see how the way it's framed at the end of just, thinking that you're supposed to empathize with her. I think it's just a moment of just she's even realizing how far she has gone.
Yeah, how far she has fallen.
Maybe show me gore without the child exploitation, thanks. Literally engaging in such a shallow way with such a sensitive and delicate subject matter. It just shows they really didn't give a fuck and just wanted to create torture porn.
This isn't torture porn. Incorrect, because there's hardly any gore in this. I think there was maybe
there's three, four major scenes of gore.
Yeah.
And it's intense because when you get into there, it's like a sucker punch to the face. Mm-hmm. But it's the whole movie isn't like that.
And it's not over the top. I don't think so. Like,
I think it
obviously
was
within
very
the context.
realistic.
Yeah.
It's not like an Evil Dead where it's just like rivers of blood. Just
It's
flowing
raining
out
blood.
everywhere.
Yeah.
They weren't even trying to draw attention to how kids have no real say in an inhumane system that is solely there to traumatize them, stealing their autonomy in situations which are already incredibly traumatic. No, what they're trying to tell you is that abuse is okay.
No, I think
There is no moment in this movie that's portraying abuse as okay.
No, and I feel like they even went into it where, like, even Andy was like, how was she able to, like, not get checkups, or, like, you know, like, how did you guys not realize this? And then being like, well, she was a part of us.
Yeah.
Like, she was our friend. So I feel like that's kind of being like, this has happened before, obviously, where people kind of fly under the radar because they know someone.
Yeah, it's because they're trustworthy.
And they show the, like, how that is obviously can lead into not good things.
Yeah. It's okay because the main character is grieving her dead child. She's crying with her in a pool at the end. Look how sad. We should feel so bad for her.
I don't think...
That's not how the movie... This person obviously misread what this movie is trying to do. Or are we misreading
Maybe
it? I
we're
don't know.
misreading
I fucking
it.
feel gaslit right now.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I didn't feel like that,
No.
but...
I hope the actor kid had fun ripping his fake skin off while playing a little ghoul child. Well, he did.
I mean, I was like, I hope he did, yeah.
Yeah. Half a star. This movie is disgusting, and I honestly don't have any words as to what the point they tried to convey. Grief and trauma. That's the point they were trying to convey. I get they wanted to show a different kind of grief, but genuinely, this is not deep nor impactful at all.
I just, like, wonder when people write stuff like that. I don't know. I won't say anything. Maybe they did go through grief, but, like, everyone handles stuff like this differently.
Yeah.
And, like, you can't really, like...
Everyone grieves differently.
Yeah.
It took a blind girl to scream in agony and pain for her to realize what she was doing was completely fucked up.
She said mom.
She said mom.
She wasn't... she was literally screaming the whole time, but when she said mom, that's when it hit her.
Yeah. And it wouldn't get her dead-ass daughter back. Fuck you, man. 3 kids tortured, kidnapped child, cannibalism, self-cannibalism, and punching a disabled child? Like, no. Fuck off.
They
let this bitch off so easily without any consequences. She died at the end.
I can see where they're coming, because again, I also hated this woman, and I guess, like, the ending for me, for her, the fact that she, like, got, like, closure, I was kind of like, but again,
yeah, but she's a grieving
grief,
woman. Yeah.
exactly, and then so rewatching it, I'm like, okay. This is actually a very good ending where it kind of sealed up everything nicely. Because she did get her closure. Obviously, it wasn't what she wanted. Because she still didn't get what she wants.
She didn't get a demon child to regurgitate into another child.
Exactly. Her plans failed. And so she kind of just gave up. And she's like, you know what? This is what it has to be. I'm just going to go ahead and just die.
I think she also accepted the terms.
Yeah.
Of just
she's like, I can't have my daughter.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gave up, she let go, and she moved on and forth into death.
Anyway, top 3 worst movies I've seen of all time. I don't care. This person must not watch a bunch of movies if this is in your top 3. We're going to talk a little spoiler alert for next week. We're going to talk about one movie that is one of my all-time worst films ever made.
I cannot wait for next week.
It's going to be exciting.
That shit's going to be like 10 hours long.
I'm actually very excited to talk about what we're going to talk about next week. You don't even understand how excited I am for this.
Hype yourself up, everyone.
Okay, half a star. Literally every horror movie that my girlfriend shows me is just a gross fest. This isn't even a gross fest. This isn't Saw.
I was like, did my boyfriend write that?
Did you watch this with your boyfriend?
I wouldn't show him this. He would hate this.
I was going to be like, what did he have to say?
No, there are movies that I know that he would not like, and this is one of them because, 1, it's very sad, and 2, there's regurgitation and vomit, and he doesn't like that.
Okay.
We watched The Fly together.
Okay.
I told him when something was going to happen that he wouldn't like to look away. So he did miss all the regurgitating parts.
Yeah,
he did see the transition parts, though, and he thought those were gross, but he liked the movie, though.
Okay.
He did.
Do you think he would have liked it if, like, he saw Jeff Goldblum, like, regurgitate on that donut?
No. No, I think there was one scene that I missed because I thought it was coming later when he started regurgitating on the guy's hand.
Was your boyfriend confused of just like, why does he not have a hand anymore?
No, he saw that part,
okay.
But I mean, he knew what was happening with the. He didn't want to see it though.
I'm pretty sure he could hear just the.
I was like, look away. Okay, now look back.
This has been every horror movie from the past 5 years. This is an art. It's just fucking gross and ruins my dinner. I'm getting sick of it.
Don't watch horror movies when you're eating dinner. I love watching horror. I would not watch one while I'm eating dinner because I still get grossed out while I'm eating something and watching it.
I feel like also in the past 5 years, I think we have moved away from overly gory films.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about with Weapons. Yeah, there's gore in it.
It's tasteful.
And it's extreme in those movies. But it's so few and far between that it doesn't feel like the whole movie is just a gore fest.
Well, that's
like I said, it's not like Saw. It's not like an Evil Dead movie.
It's not like Terrifier.
Not like Terrifier, which Terrifier is just... Like, I haven't seen those movies, but I imagine
those movies are just made specifically...
I imagine it's just all gore.
It is.
And no plot.
Like, it kind of pisses me off because, okay, I'm going to rant for a second. In Terrifier, like, he will literally have someone skinned all the way, body parts, like, off, and then they're just still alive. They're still alive.
Yeah, I mean, that's the extreme nature
It pisses me off, because I'm like, okay, I feel like they would have, like, passed out from shock, but, like, well, whatever.
I mean, there's, again, I said I haven't seen those movies, but I imagine realism is not what we're trying to go for in those movies.
It's not, but, you know, it irks me a little bit.
Half a star, discount Hereditary.
I disagree heavily.
It's got similar themes.
It does. It does have similar themes like we talked about, but I wasn't, like, while I was watching it, I wasn't like, oh, this is Hereditary.
Yeah. Did you read this one?
Did I like this movie's the most? No, I have not. No.
Okay. Edit that out, Jade.
Yeah.
Half a star. Like Talk to Me, this movie is made up of the most unrealistic, contrived scenarios and is filled with unlikable characters who never seem to act or react in a way a sane human being would. I would disagree. I feel like a lot of the decisions in this movie are very logical considering the circumstances they're in.
I want this person to go through what Piper went through and be like, yeah, you would make some logical decisions.
Or go through what Andy went through.
Yeah.
Like being gaslit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like
what Oliver went through? A demon put inside you? Yeah.
Here's the thing. We as people like to look at situations like this from an objective point of view of just like, oh, I would not be caught in this kind of situation. I've had people that I have loved who have fallen into gaslighting situations where it's like, yeah, you would think you wouldn't fall into it, but like it's so easy to fall into those because you put your trust into other people and then those people just, they take advantage of you. So it's like these people just being like, oh, this is unrealistic that they would act this way. It's like, no, actually, this is how people would act.
Yeah. No, I didn't think, like we talked about at the beginning, this was very realistic. I mean, obviously, there is supernatural aspects to it, but...
Character motivations, what they do, I don't have a problem with anything that's being portrayed. I don't think I'm supposed to hate every single character. You're not. But I literally could not care less about any of them. That sounds like a you problem, dude.
Yeah, you sound like you suck. If you don't care about Piper and Andy and
Andy's
Oliver,
great. I love Andy.
Like, all the kids in this were, like, we've already talked about this, they're amazing.
Yeah, it's just Laura who's a bitch and whoever runs that cult.
Yeah.
The unseen actual villain of the movie.
Exactly. I agree.
Half a star, I'm going to drop a mega night on her house. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Capital mega night.
A mega night, okay.
This film was simply a humiliation of audience's IQ. The twist was so rage-baiting, so yeah, I gotta drop a mega night on the house.
What's the twist?
Fuck if I know. There's a dead body in the shed.
I know, I was like, what twist was there?
Connor was a kidnapped child.
I don't even know if that would be...
I wouldn't even consider that twist. Those are just revelations.
I wouldn't consider any of these twists.
Weird. Half a star. It took me almost 2 months to finish watching this movie. Can you imagine trying to... In a sense, I get this is a hard movie to watch, but I imagine like maybe over a couple of days, 2 months to watch a movie that's an hour and a half long.
It's actually crazy. I'm wondering, I feel like there was a movie that it took me a really long time to get through as well, but I can't remember what it is. I
have a hard time sitting through those fucking Michael Bay Transformers movies.
Well, and there's one movie that I have been trying to... I've been watching... It's not that I don't like it. The Dark Crystal. It's not that I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
But that is a movie that I would say...
I get you.
Yeah.
I watched Dark Crystal when I was way too old to enjoy it.
You have to be in the mood for it. But
I feel like you have to be at a certain... Like, I talked about this when we did Krampus. Well, no, it was Gremlins. Where it's like certain movies you have to be a certain age to enjoy.
Yeah.
I think Dark Crystal is one that you have to be like a very young kid to enjoy it. Much like my feelings of Labyrinth.
I was going to say, I watched Labyrinth not that long ago, too. And it was my first time watching it. And I was like, oh, this is fine. But I feel like I would be freaked out if I saw this as a child.
Like, I was 24 years old when I first watched Dark Crystal. So,
okay.
and even I was sitting there, I was just like, this movie can kind of pick the pace up a little bit.
Yeah. And I know people love it. And I'm like, it's probably nostalgic to them. But
I mean, it's technically a great film. The puppets in it are insane.
Oh, they're amazing.
But
I love the puppetry in it.
There's so much world building in that movie that I feel like the pace suffers.
It's like, kind of snore fest over here.
Yeah. Half a star. I actually never even watched this movie. I'm just tired of constantly getting ads about it.
Bro, they hate rated this.
They hate... I hate it when people don't watch movies, but feel so confident to say, I hate this movie.
Yeah.
Based on nothing.
I feel like that's only okay, like, if, like, someone really shitty made a movie and you're like, all right, I want this person to fail.
Like the dude who made the Jeepers Creepers movie, who's a real-life pedophile.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, hate those movies, rate those, and, like, don't watch them.
I would say you can watch the first Jeepers Creepers. It's pretty okay, but I think you can skip
Bro, we should
everything else.
do Jeepers Creepers, because me and my oldest sister had, like, a
You
whole,
would force me into watching some of those awful sequels.
I hate Jeepers Creepers. I don't hate Jeepers Creepers. It's not a horror movie. It's more of a comedy.
The first one's okay. I will say that.
It's whatever, but I feel like people, like, hype it up way too much.
It's got a great ending, but I think a lot of what happens in the middle is,
It's like one of those movies where, like, they just make stupid decisions, and then I'm like, bro, come on.
You think the characters in this movie make stupid decisions?
Yeah.
Justin Long in that movie makes some god-awful fucking decisions.
Justin Long's constantly making shitty decisions.
Hey, let's go to this creeper's house and fucking climb down his death chute.
Hey, let's go down here, see what's going on. Hey, let's visit him again. Why not? It's like, Justin!
God damn,
stop.
Dude. It's okay. He'll be in Weapons someday.
Yeah, true.
And Barbarian.
He'll live on.
Speaking of which, half a star. Weapons, but worse. I don't think it has much in common with Weapons other than children.
I feel like no, not at all. Like, it's
like,
just
they're going after different themes. They're two totally different movies.
I feel like, did I rate this the same? I feel like I like this better than Weapons. Yeah, I rated Weapons a 3, and this one's a 3.5. But I feel like I would want to rate it 4. We also just got a subscriber to our channel, by the way, 17 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Shout out, Juan.
Woo!
Thank you.
We love you, Juan.
We love you, yeah.
No relation to James Wan, I imagine.
No.
Half a star. This was so ass, I couldn't even finish it. My dad left 45 minutes in. My brother fell asleep, but my mom turned it off. That's all one sentence, by the way, no punctuation.
I thought that they were just saying that, like, his dad left him.
I literally was about to say,
My dad
left 45 minits in and never came back.
I thought he was just saying, like, he just started trauma dumping, like, my dad left, my dad left. My mom hates me, like... I thought he was just going to start going down the list.
This movie was so bad, my dad just left and started a new family in Wisconsin.
Oh, man.
Half a star, probably the worst thing I have ever seen in a long while, if not ever. These people must not watch a bunch of movies.
Honestly, I'm like, I want to know what shit they're watching because it must just be amazing.
I want to know what you think is a great movie.
No, that's the thing. It's like I want to know like their favorite movie at that point.
And one of the reviews you said, it's just like, this horror movie's bad because there's not a lot of jump scares. It's like people are conditioned by the Conjuring movies to be like, jump scares equals good horror.
And
film.
it's like, no,
not really.
We've talked about this already before.
Yeah.
I hate cheap jump scares. It pisses me off.
I like a good jump scare. I hate it when a movie overly relies
when it's
on
a good jump scare, like in Weapons, we talked about it. They had good jump
Weapons
scares.
had some very good jump scares. If we ever talk about the first Insidious, some great jump scares in that.
I haven't watched that in a long time.
We gotta do Insidious because I have some thoughts on this sequel.
Oh, okay, we'll do it.
There was no plot, and it was disgusting to the point of giving me a headache. This movie was awful. I hate it when people just don't like it. No kidding. I hate it when people like hate a movie and they just say it had no plot. This movie has a plot.
Yeah, it really a good one. Yeah. A good plot.
Okay, you already read that one. Half a star. It's like saving your favorite birthday cake in the freezer for a special occasion.
Okay. So
I don't really know how to interpret it. That are you saying the dead daughter's like the frozen birthday cake?
That's funny if that's what it is. That's hilarious. I mean, not funny, but like that's funny.
It's morbidly funny.
Yes.
Okay, here's one.
It's a long one.
It's kind of a long one, but it's an interesting one. Half a star. The Philippou brothers are a couple of rich white YouTube bros with a rich dad.
I saved this one and didn't read it.
Who lived in a mansion and made videos of themselves farting into snorkels and jumping off roofs or whatever stupid shit. Despite having seemingly blessed lives, they now exclusively make trauma porn horror movies. They cite an acquaintance having a child that died. No, a friend of theirs died.
Yeah.
As inspiration, so they just feed off of other people's negative life experiences because they are empty vessels who haven't done anything or felt anything themselves worth communicating through art.
See, I feel like this is just hateful.
I feel like you don't need to have that life experience to make a movie like this and be good.
No, but then also just to say like, oh, an acquaintance of theirs died and like they're like milking it and it's like, that's not
It's like, cool, no, people process their feelings through art. It happens all the time.
Well, then even like they were making this movie obviously before that happened, but then they changed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like their friend died during pre-production, which would have been all the planning and everything, casting,
and
writing.
Then they rewrote some stuff and changed things around.
They are jock bro dipshits, and I can't imagine having any interest in what they have to say about anything. That's harsh. That's very harsh. It makes it look like they didn't actually look into these brothers to be like, what exactly did they go through when making this movie?
Well, and I think like obviously when people see like, oh, they were YouTubers, I'm sure that paints them in a certain way. Because I mean, I'm sure people are like, they're not someone to take seriously kind of thing.
I feel like the landscape of that is changing. Because, like, YouTubers are starting to get into filmmaking.
Which I'm glad that it's changing, but I feel like people are still have that mindset. Because it's just now starting to kind of change.
I think maybe it'll completely change when in 2029 they're going to exclusively stream the Oscars on YouTube.
I know. You know what? Oh my gosh.
Side tangent, did you hear that for the Golden Globes, they actually have, like, a podcast section?
I didn't know
that. Best podcast.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's not going to be a goal of ours because I feel like we're a very long way from that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm just hoping that we someday become better than the Hawk Tua podcast. That's all I really hope for.
Oh, God. I just hope that, like, we can make somewhat of, like, this our job. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
I would like that. But also, I just like coming over and talking.
I like talking about movies.
Dude, yeah. Like...
It's fun.
I
have a fun time doing this.
Takes everything in me not to like...
I actually look forward to doing these.
Oh, so. Dude, me too. I'm like someone who like, I can just like talk for over fucking 2 hours.
Yeah, we're at 2 hours and 18 minutes now with
and all of these movies, I am like, I don't think that we would get to this point. Like, especially the last one, Weapons.
Weapons was 3 hours
3 hours?
The episode we just uploaded, Silent Night, Deadly Night, that's like nearly 2 hours on YouTube. So.
I feel like these are just getting longer.
The Halloween ranking was also over 2 hours. So.
I mean, that makes sense because that was a bunch of movies, but then
we talked about 13 movies. And what's funny is next week we're going to talk about 9 movies, and I feel like it's probably going to be longer.
It's going to be so much longer because I love those movies. Anyways.
It's going to be great. Half a star. What if she doesn't want to come back, LOL?
I mean, true. Consent.
That is actually something that they could have played around with. It's just like, what if the daughter just didn't want to come back?
Yeah.
What if she's cool with just like non-existence?
Well, I don't know how she would, like, if it wasn't a mimic that came back, I want to know how, like, if what the daughter would have felt like knowing that her mom did this shit.
It would have been like, I don't know if you ever watched the 1994 Frankenstein by Kenneth Branagh.
I haven't.
But they have a moment in that movie, spoiler alert for this movie that came out over 30 years ago. In the movie, like, it plays out like the novel of Frankenstein. Like, Elizabeth dies by being killed by the monster. But where it deviates is Dr. Frankenstein actually brings Elizabeth back to life. Kind of like he did the monster. And, like, she comes back and is just like, what the fuck am I? And then, like, ends up killing herself anyway.
Oh, damn.
I feel like it would have gone like that. Like, it's quite a thing to just be, like, jettison out of death into life. Well, I can imagine because it's never actually happened.
Yeah.
To just go from death to being, like, all of a sudden you're alive again, I would imagine.
I'm sure it's quite shocking.
I would imagine no one would probably want that.
Yeah, like... Did that happen in Frankenhooker? I don't remember.
I haven't seen
that?
Frankenhooker.
Yeah.
I heard Poor Things is kind of a remake of Frankenhooker.
What do you... Frankenhooker? That's Gold Star movie.
I need to watch it. I've seen advertisements for it all the time. I just haven't gotten to it.
It's just like a silly horror movie.
Okay, for this one I need to
oh, shit.
Back.
He's standing up. Oh, he's stepping back. Okay.
This movie was freaking horrible. I don't want to watch anything like this ever again. I had a horrible time watching this. It was so uncomfortable. Don't make me watch anything like this ever. Ahane.
I love, because I also saved that.
Yeah, it's all caps.
It's all caps.
It's all caps. No punctuation, nothing, just all caps.
I knew exactly what, yeah. I saved
also,
that one too.
Apparently he had a friend named Ahane that made him watch this movie.
Ahane.
Half a star. Does grapefruit mean nothing anymore?
I mean, honestly.
The wrong sibling died. Can't believe that it's Paddington's mom.
See, I saw a bunch of people talking about Paddington's mom.
God damn, how many of these
Jesus.
I screenshotted a lot of these. Fuck. I'll try to just do the short ones now. Half a star misery porn. If you enjoyed this movie, you have some deep-seated mental health issues. Spot
yes.
on.
I was like, cannot.
Performances were great, though.
Oh.
So I guess that's where the half star really comes in. Half a star. My God, this was scary as hell. Why do I kind of feel so sad for Laura? If Mark died, I would gladly sacrifice a few 10-year-old kids to bring him back. Rest in peace, Andy.
But
there's a lot to unpack there.
Well, I'm like, more like, it seems like they really resonated with Laura, so why are we giving it a half star?
Also, who's Mark?
Someone they're going to bring back.
Apparently. Half a star, Australia is a fuck. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Half a star, where was the payoff? We did all of this for nothing? Completely missing the point of the ending.
Very much. The payoff, and it sounds like they were on Laura's side.
Yeah. Half a star, she's...
Oh,
sorry,
God.
I forgot about this one. Half a star, she's just trying to be an up-and-coming Australian mommy vlogger. Yeah.
Welcome back to my how-to video of ritualistic bringing back my daughter.
I mean, you've heard about those stories of just like the mom vloggers who are just like in front of the camera, just like, life is beautiful and I have a great relationship, and then it comes out later, it's like, no, they were abusing those kids.
Dude, like her name was Ruby, right?
I think so.
Yeah. That family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've been wanting to watch the documentary about that, but yeah, like just
awful.
Disgusting.
Half a star, in a damn puddle. I feel like it's appropriate here. Now, if we talk about I don't know if you've ever seen like the movies Unbreakable, Split, and Glass, like the M. Night Shyamalan, like
I think
quote
I
unquote
might. I've
superhero.
seen like scenes of Split, but not the whole thing.
Well, spoiler alert: at the end of Glass, Bruce Willis's character dies by being drowned in a puddle, and in that movie, it's fucking stupid.
Okay.
But in this movie, in the context with the themes, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But like you said, it was very quick. But
A
understandable.
bit too quick. Yeah, we kind of have to move on because we can't sit there for 5 minutes watching him drown.
That happens a lot in movies, though, like with like strangulation.
It's never realistic because
it happens in like 10 seconds, and they're like.
In real life, it's a lot harder to strangle someone to death because it's like you think a person dies, but actually they just passed out due to lack of oxygen. You have to keep going after that point.
And that's why, they like whenever someone's strangled, they usually are like connected to the person because it's so personal because you have to sit there and like, I mean, not always connected, but they usually think
you have to really hate a person to strangle them to death because it takes a long time. Oh, yeah. Half a star. She got a degree in manipulation for real. For reals.
Dead ass grapefruit.
Okay. Half a star. Freaky pregnant boy. Blind Asian girl. Do not watch this. I like how he equates the image of like a deformed demonic child being equally as scary as a blind Asian girl.
Like what?
I don't think we even mentioned that in that Piper's Asian in this.
Oh, I said her. Well, I mean,
did we? Okay.
Yeah, I said.
It's a non-issue.
Yeah, I said. I think her last name was.
Oh yeah, we did say her name, but
what was her last name? But yeah, I mean, I guess that's like assuming from the name, but I mean, she is Asian, but she did so.
She's so good.
Yeah. I love all of these actors in this freaking movie, dude. Sora Wong.
Okay, yeah. We didn't explicitly say that she was Asian, but it doesn't matter.
I don't think that matters at all. Yeah.
It has no like relevance to the plot that she's Asian.
No,
so.
but she's an amazing
She's a really good actress. She's just
This is her first role.
Yeah.
That she found on Facebook. I really hope all of these kids do amazing in their careers.
I hope so
if
too.
they want to.
I just hope that they aren't typecasted.
Exactly. Not typecasted, and they have a good experience.
Yeah, that they're protected from some of the horrors that Hollywood can deal out there. So.
Exactly.
Okay, here's my last one. Half a star. This movie is dog shit and written by AI. Don't fuck with me right now. I feel like we've talked about people who unnecessarily hate a movie. They'll say that it has no plot or it has plot holes. I feel like going forward with this new generation, if they don't like a movie, they're going to say it was written by AI.
Written by AI, yeah.
Which, obviously, this movie wasn't.
No.
Not even close.
No. And, I mean, that is a good diss, though.
Man, this movie wasn't even fucking written by a real person.
It was written by AI.
We all know that AI goes through grief and trauma. By
the way, at work today, I printed off something for someone that they literally generated through AI, and it was like a letter to someone. It seemed kind of like they were like writing a letter to like a tenant maybe that they had.
Oh shit.
But they wrote it like using AI, and I'm like, you couldn't even like think of something.
You can't even
yeah
say what's on your mind.
It was odd, and I'm like, ugh, okay, like literally she sent the email like through, and like I opened it up to print it out for her, and it was like Chat GPT, and I was like,
Jesus Christ.
I was like, okay.
I guess a little side tangent on AI. It's getting harder for me to distinguish what's AI and what isn't.
I'm one of the olds.
I watched a video the other day. I can't even remember really the context or what was in it, but I just remember watching it and I was just like, oh, this is real. This is an AI. And then people started pointing out the tiny little flaws. And I was just like, fuck, I'm getting to that age where I'm not going to be able to tell.
Every fucking video, I have to like sit there and like decipher it.
It used to be so easy because it's like they couldn't get the hands right, or there was like this glossy sheen over everything.
Harder.
And it's like it's getting so
maybe
real.
I'm getting dumber. I don't know. Hate it. But no, one time I sent Jade an AI video, me thinking it was real, and they're like, that's AI, and I'm like, fuck.
Mm-hmm. It's getting.
Damn it.
Like there are certain I think voiceovers with AI you can still tell because there's an artificial tone in their voice. No. But like some of these images, it's like Jesus, it's kind of terrifying.
It is.
We got to do an episode on AI at some
Down
point.
with AI, dude. It freaks me out. I don't like talk. Ugh. Stop using it,
Stop
please.
it.
It uses so much resources and water.
And also, it's just lazy.
Water's not a renewable resource, you guys.
We may have a lot of water. We don't have infinite water.
No. And also global warming. It's literally going to be 70 degrees here on Christmas Eve. What the fuck?
Yeah. What was it? I left work a few days ago, and I only needed my hoodie, and it's like we're balls deep into December, and it's like this is not natural.
No, it's not. So if you are still one of the people thinking that global warming's not a thing, I need you to stop thinking that. I need to stop thinking that right now.
Oh no, our podcast has gone whoa.
Everyone clicked off. They're like, I don't believe in global warming.
They clicked off a long time ago when I first said
I was wondering,
woke.
like, do people like continue on with the letterbox review? Because I know they probably listen to some of them because I've gotten feedback that they like the letterbox reviews.
Oh, okay.
But then I'm like, we also go on long tangents like them. So
Yeah, that's true. I know. But, like, those letterbox reviews
they're
are fun.
funny. But
They're really funny. I like how
like
unhinged they get.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was Bring Her Back.
Anyways, bye. That was Bring Her Back. Next week.
Okay, here we go. Next week, so excited for this. We are going to be ranking all of the Alien movies.
Yes!
I am so looking forward to this. It is probably no secret at this point. Nikki and I are huge Alien fans.
Yes.
And I got some thoughts on some of those movies.
I do too. We're also going to be reviewing the 2 Alien versus Predator movies.
Mm-hmm.
I never watched them before. One of them I'd seen scenes from. Okay. But I've never seen them in their entirety before. Dude, so that'll be fun.
I cannot wait to dig my fucking claws into AVP Requiem. I cannot wait.
Bro, I watched that and I was like, what the fuck is this?
I feel like some of those movies in that franchise we can do individually because I have a lot to say on all of those movies.
Bro, I have so many notes. My notes are very thick for those.
I'm not going to write notes. I'm just going to go in on the tangents because some of these movies I have been thinking about like constantly since I've seen them. I am going to refresh on some of them, like some of those middle ones like Alien 3, Alien Resurrection. Like it's been a long time since I've seen them, so I'll probably rewatch those. I'm going to rewatch Alien Covenant.
Yeah. Honestly, that one is higher up on my list than I thought it would be.
Oh. We're going to have a fun conversation next week.
I can't wait. No, like, it was really hard for me to rate these because so many of them were, like, on the same level for me.
For me, it's like I knew where my bottom 2 fell. I knew where my top 2 fell. And for me, it's just deciding.
Like figuring out the middle.
It's like deciding where all the middle ones fall.
Yeah.
That being said, we're not going to include Alien Earth into it.
No.
Or Alien Isolation, the video game. We're just going to strictly stick with the movies. Mm-hmm. So, look forward to that. I'm going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a very fun episode.
I can't freaking wait. I already apologized to Jade because I was like, that might be 5 hours long. So
we'll see. We'll try to keep it as condensed as we can, but Nikki and I have a lot of thoughts and opinions on these movies.
And as you guys probably know, we tend to just talk.
We tend to ramble sometimes.
Yeah, ramble for sure.
Which is fine. It's fine.
I mean, it gives you a lot to listen to while you're cleaning, doing the dishes, hanging out. I don't know.
Also, you get to listen to our personalities. And I'm a fun guy, I think. I don't know.
Fun people, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'm a fun guy. I have to live with myself 24/7.
Oh my god, this got sad.
That's unbearable.
So I don't think I'm fun at all, actually.
I'm just kidding. I'm fine, I guess.
No, you're great. Jeez.
My mom's listening to these and just being like, what are you talking about,
She's going to be typing in, you're amazing, I love you, honey.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, look forward to that.
Get hyped.
I know we're looking forward to that. It's going to be so fun.
Can't fucking wait.
But yeah, anyway, that was our episode. Shout out to Jade. I know we already shouted you out in this episode, but we love everything you do. Thank you so much for even powering through this difficult time. Oh,
dude, yeah. We all obviously are still working like 40 hours a week. Mm-hmm. Jade has been having to work 6 out of the 7 days during this time of year.
But is still able to find time to edit these and create this fantastic artwork for our YouTube videos. So we appreciate everything you do, Jade.
Oh, definitely.
Jade, you are amazing. keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate you.
We love you.
And thank you to everyone who watches, listens to us. And if you haven't yet, please like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You guys should rate the podcast too on like Spotify, and I assume Apple Podcasts probably has that too.
Yeah, they have ratings. So rate us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Follow us to get the latest updates on episodes coming out. Follow us on our socials. We're on Facebook and Instagram. I
have link trees, so if you click on, like, if you go to Facebook, click on the link tree, and it like shows you all of the other areas you could follow us in. So
all your guys' support really helps us out, and we appreciate.
Yeah.
So that will do it for us this week. Stay crispy, everybody.
Stay crispy.
Stay as crispy as the fried chicken that Oliver probably ate during this movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, he ate a lot of shit.
He did. He did eat some chicken in there, too. Not fried chicken, but he ate some live chickens. Yeah. Could have done with being crispy, though.
Crispy.
Anyway, and stay spooked, everybody. Spooked. All right, we'll talk to you guys next week. Until then, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.